Gentlemen, Lord Maulington, the man of many voices. How's it going, guys? Fucking hell, there's so many of you. Good lord. I wasn't expecting a turnout this big. He's a bear. how's the how's the volume? Can you hear me okay? I still need to sort out the sensitivity and the tracking on the model. Still not exactly where I want it. Mail on stream! Ah! Good. That sounds good. Perfect. Thank you very much. Good. Hello, everyone. How's it going, Tony the Tiger? Before I get into the debut proper, I thought I would just briefly go over the channel update, just to let people know what my plans for the channel are, since there are some people who are probably just here for the pre-recorded videos and might be concerned that I'm also, streaming as well, and that I might stop making pre-recorded videos, which isn't going to happen. Yeah. Hey, Lizzie, how's it going? Oh my god, chat's so... I still need to get used to reading chat. I need to remember to breathe as well. Yeah, so before we get into the debut proper, I'm just going to go over some things. So first of all, no, I'm not a furry. Shut the fuck up. Oh, shit. I said I wasn't going to swear for 10 minutes, but I've already... it's only 5 minutes in and I'm swearing already. Bugger. Never mind. Yeah, so the plan for the channel going forward is I'm not going to stop doing the pre-recorded videos, nor am I going to deprioritize them. I'm still primarily a Face Connect fan channel. I'm also going to be doing like mindless speculation and commentary on how Face Connect is progressing over the years as well. So we're going to keep that. So the top priority is going to be continuing the Face Connect talent deep dives, just like I've been doing so far. And then the priority after that will be, and if anything interesting happens with Phase Connect that I think deserves some sort of commentary, like there's a new wave debuting, or there's like someone's doing an exciting project, or like Pippa's releasing a new fucking music video or something, then we can comment on that as well. And then my third priority after that will be talking about Prison Project related content. I've recently got into Prison Project. I think I started around about November, and I think they're another fantastic VTubing corporation. They remind me of FaZe in some regards. That they're a clean idol company for the most part. They do have a little bit. Some of them have a bit of spice to them, but their music production and just their general like personalities, even though it's kind of clean on the kind of wave of Hololive, they're a really like solidly entertaining bunch, and they work really hard. I think they deserve a bit more spotlight because I don't see anyone talking about them. And then after the thank you very much for the super chat, Talking Pulp Press. Yeah, job stuck, eh? I'm not helping with the furry allegations. I'm not. Look, the logic is very simple, okay? If I was furries are the most shameless people on the internet. If I was a furry, I would not care what you thought about that. I'd own that. You see, so the fact I'm saying I'm not a furry proves that I'm not a furry. The reason why I have a furry model is just because I really, really hate like anime boy models. I can't think of a good anime boy model design that I'd like. Male VTuber hate. Yeah, so after Phase Connect, after Prison Project, then the priority will be on my own VTubing and streaming nonsense. And then kind of the last priority will be Idol EN, unfortunately. I really like Idol. I think they're a solid organization, and they've got some exciting stuff coming up in the future, particularly as they've got their strategic partnership with Brave Group and V4 Mirai as well, who have their 3D models really early. So because of that, we might see Idol really ramp up their music production and 3D concerts, particularly as Brave Group also have Riot Music as part of their kind of the little group they've got going. Yes, Prism is definitely further along the Idol scale than Phase Connect. Idol, obviously, and they're backed by Sony Music Entertainment, and even though their VTubers, even though the organization is pretty small and they don't have the biggest CCV, go on Prison Project's website right now and look at any of the music videos, the original music that any of their VTubers have produced. It's absolutely fantastic. It's second only to Hololive in my opinion. They're really good. Coffee paid advertisement when I'm gonna do a review of the Tenma and the Lumi coffees soon. That should I've got a week of annual leave now, so I'm gonna like start pumping out videos for the next week. Anyway, yeah, so that's everything. The other thing as well, as I just want to mention, is that I'm gonna stop doing the corpo baiting like nonsense. I'm getting a bit too big and noticed now to keep doing the shit posting and the fuck yeah, let's go face, fuck you, Niji Sachi, we're coming for your ass shit. I'm actually kind of I felt a little bit bad. I regret nothing. I don't regret anything I've ever said or done. But at the same time, because I'm getting noticed, I don't want to make like the Phase Connect community look like a bunch of retards. I don't want everyone to think that Phase Connect is. I don't want everyone to think the Phase Connect community is like me. Yes, my name is on the blacklist. I'm very smug that I beat Rev Says Dezu and Kersha to the blacklist. Oh my god, I'm not a furry. Oh, hi, Mind Eating Hat. How's it going? Jag ligger din rumpa. Jag ligger din rumpa 20 sec. Jättegott. Let's not feed the blacklist. Yeah, this is the thing as well. It's not just about wanting to make the Phase Connect fan base look like a bunch of twats like me, but it's hard to be taken seriously as, like a VTubing commentary channel when everyone's like, oh, Lord Maulington, he's that fucking Phase Connect simp guy, isn't he? Yeah, that idiot. I did beat the parrot as well. See, they need to get on my level. They're not as good as meme lords as me. Anyway, let's move on to the next slide. I don't know where to go with this one, honestly. I don't want to make like a separate video on the Niji Sanji stuff and the selling stuff, but a lot of people ask me for my opinion on this. So, do you want me to go over this now? It'll be about 5-10 minutes, or I can like just have it as its own separate segment at the end of the video. So it's like, do we start with this now, 5-10 minutes, or do you want to just like leave it at the end and you can go back later and read it if you're interested? I'm not furry. Shut the fuck up. I am. The coffee reviews will be very memeified. Don't worry. Furry. Do it now. Better at the end. Okay, that's 50-50. Come on. Come on. Hurry up. Talk about this now or later. For fuck's sake, I don't mind either way. That's not helpful, is it? I'm not a furry. Leave me alone. No. This feels like one of those YouTube rants. That's the guy's persona in the corner. Yeah. Don't worry, I don't wear diapers. VTuber T. Hey, Belgium. Okay, we're gonna start with this now. Don't worry, this isn't Niji Sanji hate. I'm actually gonna be deadly serious at once. Niji Sanji bothers me on a professional level, and I just want to explain like my rationale and what I think about like Niji and the selling situation before we get into the debut proper. I don't want to make, as I said, I don't want to make a full video on this. Right. So let's address the elephant in the room. Lord Maulington, since day one, you have been on Niji Sanji's case. What the fuck is up with that? Right, let me tell you what is up with that. So, I don't actually hate Niji Sanji. I never have, and I still don't hate Niji Sanji, even now, despite everything they've done. See, prior to Lumi's switch to Phase Connect in 2022, Niji Sanji was actually my favorite VTuber corporation. So rather than having a problem with Niji Sanji, it's the gross incompetency of the management that pisses me off. In a bit, I'm gonna explain to you what I would have done if I were director of Niji Sanji EN. I'm not gonna do like a Nusagi or a Rev Says Dezu and give you an emotive, like how dare you mistreat my VTubers kind of perspective. So the big red flag for me, which kind of turned me towards mocking Niji Sanji, was the graduations for Mr. Rias and Nina Kosaku, because basically the reasons given raised some eyebrows with me. You've got Mr. Rias, a 19-year-old kid earning, I believe, 6 figures a month with the Niji Sanji Corporation, and he's going to leave all that behind and graduate because he has burnout. I'm not sure about that one, Chief. And it's the same thing with Nina Kosaka. It's like she's going to leave her job, her dream job that she put a lot of hard work and effort into because she has imposter syndrome. Yes, I'm an engineer by trade, right? And as any engineer will tell you, particularly those who work in automation engineering, every single day you go to work, you hate yourself, you think you're a moron, and you have massive imposter syndrome because no matter how good you are, there's always people out there who are about a million times better than mathematics than you are. So when I see this stuff, I think, yeah, I don't buy this for 1 second. There's something going on in the background, particularly as they have bills to pay and it's a job that they've dreamed for, right? So when people leave jobs, they normally leave jobs for two reasons, right? One is that they can't stand their managers, and the other is that they can secure better paying conditions elsewhere. So these two things can oftentimes be linked. So you can secure better paying conditions elsewhere, for example. But if you're a good manager and you've got a high value employee, then you'll work with them to try and secure a remuneration package that keeps them happy. Now, Niji Sanji can afford to keep anyone it wants and to stop them leaving to another corporation or going indie. So when you've got these two like highly regarded talents leave and no one seems to give a shit, alarm bells start ringing, particularly as it's not the first time. Now, even if we give Niji the benefit of the doubt, right, and we say, let's say the reasons for their graduations are genuine, that still makes the management look terrible because, like, what the management doing? They've not properly managed, supported, and gripped their contractors from burning themselves out. That's part of what a manager's job in a VTubing organization is supposed to be. It's not just about giving your VTuber the shit they need to make you lots of money. You're supposed to stop them from burning themselves out, doing dumb shit and, doing silly things that affect their health. So they failed in that regard too, regardless, even if the reasons for graduation were genuine. So I've always felt that like severe mockery of Niji Sanji is justified. Um, but yeah, so to give something like constructive, so to say something constructive about what Niji Sanji should have done. If I were the director of Niji Sanji EM, for example, here's how I would have solved the crisis. I would have never let it get to this point with Selen in the first place. I would have nipped this problem in the bud if possible. So the way you do this is you take a look at, we go back to the Fall Guys and the international tournament drama stuff back in August of last year. So what I would have done after the fallout of the Fall Guy, hey, it's a pun. What I would have done after that drama, right, is as a director, I would have invited Selen to come meet with me in person in the Niji Ian offices, like buy her a flight, pay for her hotel, buy her some food and drinks, bring a friend as well, bring your mum, whatever. We get a conference room booked, and we'd be like, look, Selen, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much for all you've done for the Niji Sanji Corporation. You're one of the best VTubers we have. You're well loved by the fans. You've done us all proud. You've really made a mark on our organization. Now I've invited you here today, right? Because I have some concerns. Whilst we all appreciate your efforts, I feel like our vision for the future is incompatible for what you want as a VTuber. Because you see, here at the Niji Sanji Corporation, we want you to hit the fucking start streaming button and that's it. We don't want all this extra work that you're generating. We don't want to pay and organize for all these events. We just want you to print money for us and just stream. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think, what do you think about this, right? So naturally, being told this news isn't going to go down well with Selen. She's going to be upset and heartbroken, and she's going to try to probably convince them why they should invest in her projects and they should let her do her thing. And it's going to be like, yeah, I thought you would say that. Unfortunately, the answer is no, and it's never going to happen. Like never. The answer is no. So we've got a bit of a problem here. Honestly, we don't think this partnership can continue since you understand our vision for the organization. So Selen, bless her, she really did care about Niji Sanji. So she might say, okay, right. I don't want to graduate. I'm gonna do what I'm told. And then she's not gonna do, she's gonna not do what she's fucking told, and she's gonna go behind their backs and do it anyway. But let's assume that she doesn't want to play ball, right? No, let's say, for example, that she doesn't want to continue with Niji. Then it's like, right, okay, that's fine. We're not going to terminate you. We're going to let you graduate voluntarily. And what we'll do is we will pay you for the shit we owe you. We'll pay you back your 200k, and we'll give you a golden goodbye, right, of about $100,000, let's say, as a token of appreciation, and for you to just shut the fuck up and fuck off and leave us alone. And I think I've solved the problem here in the first instance, right? Because, well, I've given Selen the opportunity herself to graduate rather than firing her. I've given her a reality check. I've said, right, look, this partnership can't continue. We want different things. There's no illusion, no drama. Like, you want to achieve all this stuff. That's great. We don't want to help you achieve this, all right? So you can go off and do your own thing. And what we'll do is we'll get the nice, lovely, sexy Vox Akuma to give you like a 5-minute farewell video. We'll get Vox on stage, and we'll get Vox to say, "Oh, Selen, oh, what a lovely woman she was. Oh, we're so sad to see you go." And then what happens is the VTubing community laughs at Niji, and then like everyone mocks Niji for about a month. Everyone forgets about it, and everyone goes about their day. There's no drama, no reputational damage to the organization. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. But did they do that? No. They allowed things to continue. They got worse. Basically failed to nip these problems before they became a major issue. They basically, what they did is they ignored a very ambitious, a very passionate, and somewhat impulsive and volatile person, and then they surprised Pikachu faced when it blew up in their lap. It's like, well, yeah, what do you think was going to happen? Helen doesn't care about the money. She actually really cares about the product, and she cares about her fans. She's not the kind of person to just happily sit there and make kissy noises and do girlfriend experience dreams. She wants to get on and do this thing. Anyway, so they had another opportunity, right, with the last cup of coffee to solve their issues with Selen. So this time on less friendly grounds. I would have actually outright, like, no option, just outright invite Selen in again, but say you're fired. You're fired. You're being terminated because you did break the rules in a very bad way and did many big no things in the corporation. So at the end of the day, even though I have all the empathy in the world for why Selen did what she did, she broke process and sought her own copyright and communication stuff, which is a big no. Even though Niji Sanji were apparently useless and very slow with it and probably weren't going to help her, you can't do that. I mean, I wouldn't imagine that Selen would actually humiliate the Niji Sanji organization. But, you know, the thing is with the Japanese is that, like, honor, respect, hierarchies, and positions matter a great deal to them. So even if Selen had all the best intentions of the world and didn't mean to embarrass the organization, she might inadvertently do that by breaking customs that she wasn't even aware of. So I do think they were perfectly justified, and it was the correct decision to terminate her. But rather than terminate her and say we're bumping off Selen because we fucking hate her guts and she's humiliated us. Again, read the fucking room. Like, read what the VTubing community thinks about this woman. You don't say you're terminating her. You say you're graduating her. And again, but it's an involuntary graduation. Again, you give her the 100k to fuck off, you reimburse her. Boom, there we go, sorted. No drama. And Selen herself even wanted to separate from Niji Sanji on neutral grounds without any financial remuneration. And they declined that as well. Like, oh my fucking god, what the hell is wrong with you? You have lawyers on retainer. Why didn't the fucking lawyers tell you to take the deal? What? Oh my god. Riku, do you want to give me a job? I'll do it. I'll fucking be director of Niji Sanji EN. I'll do it for cheap as well. Give me $3 million a year, which is a disgustingly low range. Disgustingly low amount of money to do that job, but I'll fucking do it for $3 million. All right, give me the job. I'll fucking sort your goddamn EN organization out. All right. Honestly. Anyway, let me read chat because I got so caught up in that. But for all I know, you've been shouting racial slurs in the chat for the last 10 minutes, and I don't know what the hell you've been saying. Okay, let's have a look. Whack Key up when he gets to the hot hag segment. Yeah, manager arc incoming. Yeah. Anyway, that's my Niji Sanji rant out of the way. Let's actually get on to the debut now. Thank you, Dwight. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the $5. Right. So, let me get the shit out of the bag. I can't even read my damn stuff. Hello, I am Lord Maulington, the man of many voices. How old am I? I am 7.5. There's a code in there. Can you guess what the code is? Nationality? I am half English, half pasta, if you can't tell already. Well, you probably won't be able to tell I'm half pasta because I was basically been here all my life in the UK, but yes, I am a lisping English retard. I'm lisping because I've got the dizzy problem. I've got really big, thick braces that prevent me from talking properly. I don't naturally have a lisp, but obviously, we British people we have terrible teeth, so I need braces. But honestly, I don't need braces because I've got bad teeth. I need braces because I need jaw surgery. I can't fucking bite my front teeth together. I've got like a weird Pac-Man mouth. I've got a weird Pac-Man mouth, so I need to have my jaw broken and reset so I can speak properly again. But unfortunately, there's nothing fixing British, sadly. And unfortunately, I don't have a leap motion yet, but this model does have hand tracking and the like. So I would do like the stereotypical hand gesture for Italians, but I can't do that yet, sadly. I've got my arms at my side. I'm stood to attention at the moment. But yeah, despite being British, my granddad taught me how to cook, and he taught me how to cook the Italian way. So yeah, there's no like ham and chips or like spam and sausage. My favorite food is fettuccine alfredo. I eat spaghetti bolognese on the regular. America, hell yeah, buddy! My edible. Yeah. Model. I know it can be kind of. I didn't want to go for a full name because I don't like having a beard. I'm a mustache person personally. If you imagine me, I've got the Tom Selleck mustache. I love a nice big thick chevron mustache, but a clean shaven chin is what I like. So yes, I tried to get the hair of the model to kind of form the shape of a lion's mane. So I'm not a dog. I'm not a fox. I am a lion. Model furry. Hi, Mercian. And yes, my birthday is the 4th of July. USA, USA, oh, say, can you see? Oh. Yeah, I can't sing either, and my voice is cracking. We won't continue that song. 1 second, let me take some water. Hey, Chicken Browser, how's it going? And my height is I am 173 centimeters, which is 5'8". So I am a very small boy. It's really weird why I'm 5'8" because my dad is 6'3", and it's like that's not my my dad upsets me because he's a naturalized U.S. citizen, but he he unfortunately he became a naturalized U.S. citizen after. Holy fuck! Oh my god! Thank you for the. Is it pesos or is it Mexican dollars, Lion? So I don't know much about I don't know much outside of England, I'm afraid. But thank you for the 50 Mexican pesos. Yeah, thank you for the 50 American pesos. What was I saying? Yeah, my dad is a naturalized U.S. citizen, and unfortunately, he got that status after he broke up with my mum and moved to the U.S. So sadly, I can't become an American, and I really want to be an American because I hate Europe. Europe hate. Yeah. Anyway, so my specialty is voice acting and impressions. Who would like to hear some of my voice acting and impressions? Wallace proving to be a good man in his debut. Yes, voice act. I do. Okay, I've got about 4 role playing kind of sessions for you. Hopefully, I'll be able to do this properly. I'm a little bit nervous for some reason. I thought I'd be fine. I'd be like, what's the? I've already do pre-recorded videos. I'm comfortable now, like being myself in front of an audience. But I'm not used to like talking in the hey Matsukazu, thank you for the $10. Take care, enjoy work. But yeah, hopefully I won't. Hopefully my voice won't crack in the during the anxiety. So we're gonna do the Lord of the Rings orc. So we're gonna do that last because that's probably gonna fry my voice and I won't be able to speak properly for the rest of the stream. Not that I can speak properly already. But I think first off we're gonna start with Yoda and Luke Skywalker in Dagobah. So I want you to imagine we're on the Dagobah system. We're in the swamp. Luke's just crashed his X-wing, and he's there with R2. I can't do like Luke Skywalker's accent, but I can do some kind of weird nasally nondescript American person. So we're gonna do that for Luke. But Yoda's pretty good, right? Right. So yeah, right. So Luke's crashed his X-wing, and he's like R2. I don't know, R2. I feel like feel like what? I feel like we're being watched. Away with your weapon. I mean you no harm. I am wondering, why are you here? I'm looking for someone. Looking? Found someone I say you would have, I'm looking for a great warrior. Great warrior. Not likely to find many of these around these parts, Is that Cookie Monster? He's a Jedi Master. Oh, Jedi Master? Yoda. You seek Yoda. You know him. Take you to him, I will. Yes. But for now, you must eat. Come. Come, good food, come. Well, it's like he gets to Yoda's hut, and he's like, I don't know what we're doing here. We're wasting our time. I cannot teach him. The boy has no patience. He will learn patience. Ben Kenobi? Much defiance I sense in him, like his father. Was I any different when you taught me? Anyway, that's Yoda and Luke. What was the next one I was gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna do Mickey and Goofy, which is super cringe. But yeah, let's do another one. So Mickey. Right, so Mickey, we've got let's see. Oh boy! I'm so happy to be here with all my VTubing pals, huh? Well, hey there, Mickey. Oh, well, hey there. Oh shit, what's his name again? Oh boy, what's his name again? Goofy. Goofy's his name. Oh boy, hi, Goofy. Well, then she said she hates. Well, gosh, Mickey, we've only been friends for about 100 years, and I can't believe you forgot my fucking name. Mickey, I'm gonna shoot you in the throat with my 357 Magnum. Then Walt Disney will make me the mascot of the Walt Disney Corporation. Sponsored by Cringe, I think it is, yeah. Let's see, we've done Yoda, we've done Goofy and that. Oh yeah, we're gonna do Gollum as well. All right, so Gollum's difficult. Let's see if I can do it. I need to take my headphone off so I can hear myself. All right, so Gollum's like, stupid fat hobbitses. We hate him, precious. Gollum! What has it got in its nasty little pockets? It stole it from us. Precious. What's another Gollum thing? What else does he say? He's like, spoiling nice fishes, precious. And yeah, let's move on to thank you. A Brit being excellent at being El Gobelino. Yeah, what a surprise that is, eh? Yeah, so we're gonna try and do the Lord of the Rings orcs. Yeah, as I thought, I'm kind of struggling with the nerves to do the accents properly, but we're gonna keep going. Right, let's see how's that scene go. It's like the meat back on the menus boy scene. It's like, we ain't going no further until we've had a breather. Get a fire going. I'm starving. We've had nothing but maggoty bed for 3 stinking days. Yeah. Why can't we have some meat? What about them? They're fresh. They are not for eating. What about their legs? They don't need those. Oh, they look tasty. Get back, scum! Halflings go to Saruman alive and unspoiled. Alive? Why alive? Do they give good sport?
They have something. A novice weapon. The master wants it for the war.
Just a mouthful. A bit off the flank.
No! Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Hey, there we go. And I'll go through. That's the end of the roleplay sessions. But in addition to that, we'll go through some of the we'll go through some lines for some other voices I can do. Hollywood movies, Russians are super. Yes, you will see, comrade, in the Hollywood movies, every Russian people sounds like a. He sounds like a person from who is from the eastern Poland, and he has the brain damage. Yes, you see, I am generic Russian voice, man. I'm gonna get mad if this dude doesn't get scouted by someone doing fandom casting calls. I'll talk about what some of my goals are later, but it would be fucking rad to get a voice acting gig even in fan works. Right, chat. Who's this? Okay.
Oh, Quagmire, you are what the Spaniards call El Terrible.
Who's that? Hey, Felix, how's it going? Yo, mama. I don't actually know how long the delay is on here either. Let me have a look. What's going on with my phone? Yeah, okay. Cleveland! Hey, you got it. You a furry. Cleveland, that's right. Alright. I don't know how this sounds as well, actually. I'm going to spoil it. I'm doing Professor Snape, but in my head voice, this sounds accurate. But I want you guys to tell me if you think this sounds like Professor Snape. Okay.
Mr. Potter, our new celebrity. Tell me, Miss Granger, do you enjoy being an insufferable know-it-all? You've just earned yourself a month's worth of detention, Dean. Not so fast, Potter.
What do you think? Do you think that sounds like Professor Snape? Snape of Outlaws. Yeah, the thing is, the what you hear when you do like impressions and voice work, what you hear in your head is obviously completely different to what transitions, like actually transitions when it comes through your body and then like goes through a microphone. So it sounds fine to me, but it probably sounds wrong to you guys. Let's see what else is there. What else can I do? Do Gimli, son of Gloin, he's like,
Tell me your name, Horsemaster, and I shall tell you mine.
what else?
Well, this is one dwarf you won't ensnare so easily. I have the eyes of a hawk and the ears of a fox.
Ooh. The dwarf breathes so loud, we could have shot him in the dark. Well, Gimli basically is a Scottish person. But yeah. Oh, do we have any people here who enjoy Dune? I'm normally really good at like hearing unintelligible accents, but there's something about Stellan Skarsgård in Dune. I can't understand a fucking word he's saying, even when I'm sat there in the cinema having my ears blasted. And it's like, all I hear from the Baron Harkonnen in the Dune movies is he's like,
Atreides, my desert, my Arrakis, my Dune.
like you know, there's that scene where he humiliates the Duke, right? And he's got the Duke naked, and he like makes a joke. I had to go on YouTube to hear what he said. Apparently, he says,
"You have a wonderful kitchen."
But when I heard it at the cinema, all I heard was, and I turned to my friends and I said, "What the fuck is this guy saying? Seriously, I can't understand the thing this guy says all movie." Honestly. My Iraqis. He's unintelligible Harkonnen, yeah. I could do a lot more. I could do a lot more voices as well, but again, the stress of a live performance is it's causing my brainworms to brainworm. Don't forget to drink water. Yes, very true. Thank you. I can kind of do Vegeta. I'm working. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll try to do a very Victorian gentleman era officer accent, but yeah, I try Vegeta. Right, Vegeta a little bit sounds like this. He's like, He's like, tell me something. Do the machines, such as yourself, ever experience fear? Darn you, Kakarot. How many fucking... There's two Skarsgårds, isn't there? It's the Skarsgård Senior and his son, who plays Brad in Generation Kill. I can kind of do like Dragon Ball Z abridged Nappa. He's like,
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? We're in prison, Vegeta. Hey, Vegeta, don't drop the soap.
oh my god, that's a lot of Skarsgårds. Do the Swedish like to breed? Good lord. Yes, but you'll see, if you're doing an upper class Victorian accent, like a British officer from the late 19th century, you'll see the trick to doing such an accent is to put the emphasis on the enunciation on the wrong words. You see, it's almost like everything you're saying is a question, or like you've just been bludgeoned in the head by a heavy instrument. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave the impressions there because I can't remember what the other ones are. And moving up, so the languages, I can speak German to a B1 standard. I used to be pretty much almost fluent in German about 10 years ago. Unfortunately, I haven't literally spoken or written a word to German to anyone in about 12 years. So I think I can just about manage a basic conversation these days. And I have no intention of like building up my German again. One of my favorite German things to say is am Wochenende, ich gehe gern in Sportzentrum, weil es ist gemütlich. I actually said that in a oral examination once when I was at university. And basically what that means is on the weekend, I like going to the sports center because it's comfortable. And my German teacher looked back at me and she went, what the fuck? You like going to the sports center because it's comfortable? Well, I know pasta language. I can't speak Italian, unfortunately. That's why. And at the moment, I'm on the Russian language arc as well. I've been learning Russian for 2-3 months now. 3 months, I think. I think it's pretty cool. It's a cool sounding language. I'm not a Rushaboo as such. I'm not like a weeaboo, but for the Slavic peoples. But one of my favorite games and IPs of all times is Stalker. And when I played like Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl back in 2007, I was like, that's a pretty cool game. One of my favorite games of all time. And that kind of got me interested, I guess, in kind of like Ukrainian and Russian literature and culture and stuff. So after I played Shadow of Chernobyl, I read A Roadside Picnic and I thought that was great. Like Eastern European like art and like what's the word, like literature is really dark and miserable and depressing, but at the same time it's kind of beautiful. And as an English person, that just like it really resonates with English people, that kind of stuff. We're actually quite similar, I think, culturally in that regard to Eastern Europeans in England. We have quite some stuff in common. But after reading The Roadside Picnic, I then moved on to like the Metro books and then obviously the Metro games. And I always thought the language just sounded cool, and I thought it would be cool to like read more and like watch more Russian movies and stuff in its original language. But I've always struggled for motivation to do that. But I think with VTubing would be like a great incentive to learn Russian because there's quite a lot of Russian people in the Face Connect community, particularly in Kanako Lumi's community, and to be able to communicate with those guys and like to like be able to like have a Russian language stream with these guys, I think would be pretty cool. Ah, привет, товарищ, comrade. Kutoti po profesii. This is the problem with learning Russian on like Babbel, right? Is that the people who are speaking Russian use really weird like voices and inflections. So it's burned into my head. If I want to ask someone what they do for a living, it's like Kutoti po profesii. And it's like, what do you say it like that? Dobre utro, как дела? Maulington is Angli. Anyway, let's move on to the next slide. Yeah, that's the next slide. Okay, good. Likes. Okay, so let's get on to the likes. I like guns. I think so those of you who were here for the Ready or Not stream, you know I like guns. Yeah. I think I racked about $12,000 worth of guns in like my first shopping list if I ever became an American. So basically, my shopping list for guns is I'd buy a Knight's Armament SR-15. I'd buy a 357 Magnum. I'd buy a Browning High Power or one of the high powered derivatives, right? Like the Springfield, what is it, C7 or CZ75 or something. I'd buy one of those. I'd buy a Benelli M4. I'd buy a AR-15, obviously, because excuse me, an AR-15 is like the Jedi lightsaber to an American. You know, it's like you can't in the United States, you're not allowed to be an adult until you own an AR-15. No, hang on, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. They're AK as well. So it's like, you know, if you've ever watched the Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon series, not the shit one, not the shit 3D one, but the OG 2D one, which went hard as fuck. There was a scene where you get to see a new Jedi Padawan building the lightsaber. I think it was Jedi Master Luminara. I think was doing it, but it's like there's a scene where she's building the lightsaber, and it's like the blade, the crystal, the focusing lens, the Jedi, and it's like, hey, you're a Padawan now. But with Americans, it's like the optic, the optic, the charging handle, the trigger, the barrel length, the American. They built their first AR-15. You're an American now. Hell yeah. So yeah, AR-15, AK as well. Which AK and AK-105 maybe? I prefer shorter barrel weapons for the close quarters engagements. Don't ask me why I want rifles for close quarter engagements. Okay, don't ask questions. Don't ask, don't tell. an FN P90. I don't like the P90. I don't want a P90. So AK as well. Rifle. I want a Remington 7R what's it? R400, R700. I want an M24 sniper rifle as well, basically. I want one of those. Those are pretty cool. And yeah, there are many, many more guns as well. Webley would be cool. Yeah. Yeah. I like guns. Second thing I like Americans. Chat, don't come to stream tomorrow. Yeah. I like Americans. Americans are pretty cool. I know my fellow Europeans, it's a national pastime in both Canada and Europe to shit on Americans and call them a bunch of fucking idiots. I'm not one of these people. I fucking love you guys. I think about 60% of my audience are Americans. Yeah. Yeah, America's great. The thing I love about America is you love freedom, and that's fucking cool. We don't like freedom in Europe. We always want to ban things, which isn't cool. Like Americans look at something and they go, "Hell yeah," and then Europeans look at something and they're like, "How do we ban this? How do we wrap this in bubble wrap?" Yeah, freedom. Hell yeah, brother. Right. What I want to do, boys, is I want to go to Texas and I want to buy a black Dodge Ram. Hell yeah, brother. Buy a 2014 black Dodge Ram and supercharge that V8 boy and get 12,000 horsepower to turn up to my job in the Texan oil sands, boy, with my cowboy boots and my jeans. And it's like, hell yeah, buddy. Nobody buys Dodge Rams in the US. I don't know. Last time I went to Florida, there were black Dodge Rams everywhere. Oh, they're being replaced by F350s now. I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big fan of Ford trucks. I prefer Toyota personally. I'm a Toyota guy. Silverado. Is it Silverado? I think it's Silverado, isn't it? It's what it's called. I have a friend. I have a friend who's a para-rescueman in the U.S. Air Force, and he never he never shuts the fuck up about his Silverado. So every time I see him, I'm like, "Oh, hey, it's good to see you again, buddy. You're back from deployment." And he's like, "Oh, dude, my Silverado," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." I like cars as well. I fucking love cars. I don't own one anymore, unfortunately, but I used to own a TVR Tuscan Mark 1S, and they're absolutely terrifying to own. You can daily drive them. You can if you know what a TVR is, you can daily drive them, but they've got absolutely zero driving assists. They weigh about as much as a ham sandwich, and they have like 500 horsepower. So basically, your right foot, your gas pedal, is like your traction control. It's very easy to like slide them and crash them in the rain, unfortunately. And other than a TVR, I've also owned a Mazda RX-7 FD3S Type RS, which is an import. Also had the sick as hell red Recaro Japan bucket seats. The RX-7, again, I daily drove the RX-7, and it's a daily drivable car as long as it's well looked after, and you've got like the cooling mods for it that make it much more reliable than it otherwise is. I like that car. It's the best handling car I've ever driven, and it's a hell of a lot of fun to track that thing. But the power delivery of the rotary, even with twin turbos, is really frustrating because you basically have to get to about 4K, 5K RPM before you start making power. So like in traffic and like low speed areas, yeah, it's not a fun car to own, unfortunately. And food and eating, I like chocolate buttons, as you know. Chocolate buttons is my meme. Chocolate buttons is the thing I like. I don't know if I think you can get chocolate buttons in the US, but you probably have to get them from like a Walmart's like import store or something. If you ever go to a Walmart and you see chocolate buttons, I would recommend. They're really good. Yeah, I'm a sadist owning a TVR and an RX-7. I had no problems with those two cars. I had no problems with them. It was an enjoyable ownership experience. I really miss a TVR. I wish I didn't get rid of it. But my favorite food is fettuccine alfredo. And I also like spaghetti carbonara. And I like spaghetti carbonara like the Italian way, which is no cream and shitloads of black pepper. I think one of the things I find like hilarious about Americans and their food is particularly in New York. I mean, I fucking hate New York. It's such a shit state, right? Yeah, it's a shit city, state. Well, it's so fucking big. New York is basically a state. It's a city state, whatever. I go to New York, right, and I can't do a New York accent, but they're like, hey, I'm walking here. Hey yo, I'm from fucking Italy. Hey, look, this is me grandma. This is me grandmother's recipe. Hey, it's me fucking spaghetti. It's the family spaghetti carbonara. So we get the spaghetti, and we throw the bacon in the spaghetti, and then we get like 5 fucking buckets of melted cheese, and we put the melted cheese on top of the spaghetti, and then we put like 5 fucking gallons of fucking salami on top of the spaghetti and the cheese, and then we put another 5 buckets of barbecue sauce that's like 99% fucking sugar, and we put that on top of the cheese, and then we put more cheese on top of the cheese, and hey, it's just like it's just like my grandmother used to make back in Italy, hey. It's like, you are not Italian, sir. I'm doing hand gestures as well. It's overwhelming me. I'm doing the hand gestures. Yeah, and obviously I like VTubing. You do this accent straight VR. Yeah, I mean, I think last time I went to New York, actually, I did get in a little bit of trouble. I went to an Irish bar in New York, and I got called out by a Italian American of all people in an Irish bar for being English. He was like, an Italian guy in an Irish bar. Here's my accent when I'm with my pararescueman friend from the US, right? I'm having beers with him. He's like, hey, are you British? Yeah, you English? Hey, what's that accent? You from England? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, hey, we don't like the English round here. We don't like the English round here. I'm Italian. And I'm like, Italians don't have problems with English people, you fucking retards. I don't obviously say that, but I'm like, Anyway, I say, I'm half Italian, and he goes, hey, he's like, oh, hey, yeah, well, you should have told me that. Hey, let's grab a couple beers. It's like, what a fucking, oh my god, what an experience. I fucking love, like, I just love how, like, go with the flow Americans are. I was like walking down the street of Florida once, and a bunch of like just random guys in like sandals and like shorts just call me a hippie for no reason. They're like, hey, how's it going? They're like, hey, how's it going, hippie? And I'm like, hippie? I'm not a hippie. And then like these guys are like, oh, sorry, my bad, man. And then they start like playing like card games on the fucking sidewalk, and I just sit there and we're just chatting about like stupid shit as they just randomly start playing cards on the sidewalk. I fucking love Florida. It's so random. But obviously, I like VTubing as well. VTubing is something I'm quite passionate about. If you hadn't noticed, by the fact that I make 2-hour long documentary videos on of someone who's not even my favorite VTuber. I made a 2-hour documentary video on Pippa, who's like my 5th favorite VTuber. My nickname for Pippa is Fifthkin Fifka because it sounds like a lisp, and she's my 5th favorite VTuber. So Fifthkin Fifka. Yeah, now I talk about like what I enjoy about VTubing. The reason why I get really passionate about it, because I've been watching like streamers since the days of Xfire, like back in the dark old days when you had like the Xfire add-on when you were playing World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade. And when I started off with my VTubing journey, I guess I was actually a VTubing anti. I actually hated VTubers at first. I thought VTubers were stupid and cringe. I thought VTubing fans were all a bunch of fucking disgusting, like weeb simp dumbasses. Basically, I was very ignorant, and I had not very nice opinions on VTubers and like VTubing culture. And what happened is I found my VTuber. All right, and this will tie into something later. I basically found my VTuber. You know, that VTuber who speaks to you, your Kamiyoshi. I found my first Kamiyoshi. So what turned me into a VTubing anti to begin with was I watched Kizuna AI to begin with, and I just thought she was boring. I didn't like Kizuna AI personally. Unfortunately, she just wasn't for me. And then COVID happened, and I was like, because I'd watched Kizuna AI, like the fucking YouTube algorithm was like, oh, Maulington, you watched like 2 minutes of Kizuna AI. That means you want us to fucking drown you in endless clips of VTubers, naturally, even though you don't watch them. So I watched like clips of Pekora and Korone, and I'm someone who's been watching like anime and likes manga for a long time. I used to be like a hardcore anime and manga watcher. I'm not so much anymore, but I've been a big fan of it since about 1997. I really liked. I was watching Toonami before it was even Toonami, back when it was called like Cartoon Network Extra. So don't get me wrong, I was really steeped in anime and manga culture, but I didn't like weeaboos. I didn't like weeb culture, and I found like I like loos. I like anime horniness and shit, right? But I don't get into the big like massive fandom and kawaii stuff so much. I do really like kawaii, but I'm not. I don't. It can be, the anime fandom can be a bit too strong for me in that regard. So I was watching clips of like Korone and Pekora, bear that in mind about how I used to be. And it was, from my perspective, right? You can imagine I was watching this cute little dog VTuber making like baby gurgling noises whilst the chat was screaming cute, 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 and I was like, right, you can imagine as someone who basically just watches normal Twitch streamers and watches, you know, people play Escape from Tarkov and shit. I'm looking at that and I'm like, ugh, what the fuck is this shit? Good lord, these poor gentlemen are simping over this probably like 50-year-old woman. Ugh. But what kind of happened after time is I got recommended in about the middle of 2020. I got recommended a VTuber by the name of Girl DM. Maybe you've heard of her. And Girl DM, I fucking love Girl DM. She's such a sweet little nerd. There are many people in the English language VTubing sphere you could consider to be like the mascot, I guess. If you wanna say kind of like those no things and like give like titles or give icons to people, you know, there's a mascot for independent, specifically, I guess, English VTubers. I think most people would probably say that Iron Mouse, even though she's in V Shoujo, she's kind of iffy as to whether or not V Shoujo is an indie corporation. But people look at people like Gura and Iron Mouse as like the English language VTubing mascots. I think Girl DM is a top contender for that spot as well, because she's just so incredibly passionate about everything from VTubing culture to Japanese culture to also all the technology that goes behind VTubing. I fucking love that weird little Canadian cat. But anyway, Girl DM was like a great bridging VTuber to get me to understand and respect VTubing culture, because she was basically she is all things considered, she's basically a person. She talks in a perfectly normal voice. She sounds like it's almost a stereotypically offensive British Columbian Canadian accent. She sounds like she should be, you know, like the mother of a Canadian family in a 90s comedy, basically. So that didn't feel to me. And then when I saw her like doing all her weird little comedy skits in a just chatting stream, kind of like over time, that kind of like broke down the prejudices and the hate. I had towards VTubers. So for a while, I only watched Girl DM and later Sarue as well, back when she did like IRL art streams. And then kind of and that was what I was doing for about 6 7 months. And then kind of towards, I think it was around about July 2021, I discovered the Lemon Whore, Kanako Lumi, back when she was in Cyberlife. She's a person is a great endorsement. I discovered the Lemon Whore, Kanako Lumi, and Lumi is like the next step in my VTuber degeneracy, because again, Lumi is someone who's quite approachable for a normie, for someone who doesn't want to go too far into VTubing, but she is a very staunchly VTuber-esque person, because she does like her weird cha cha and all her like commentary stuff and her weird VTubing skits. So I discovered Lumi, and then Lumi was basically when I got VTubing, and I got like a lot, and I kind of understood why people enjoy this so much, because it's like you look at who some of these VTubers are, not necessarily everyone. Every VTuber is different, but you've got these people, right? And they're not like your average Twitch streamer who just records themselves playing like Escape from Tarkov, for example. Because you've got Twitch streamers who they basically just record themselves playing video games. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a shit about your entertainment. You're kind of just they're just playing a game that people want to see maybe high level content of, and they just do it, and you're just along for the ride. And what I fucking love about VTubers, right, is that for most of them, they put so much time and effort into improving themselves and trying to deliver enjoyment, and just like they're really dedicated to their fans, and they put so much time and effort into improving themselves in order to achieve this goal. And I respect the fuck out of that, because you get like people who work full-time jobs as well, people who are middle-aged and are deep in their careers, and they're like, man, I want to be a VTuber, I want to build an audience, I want to make my chat happy. So even though I'm working a full-time job, I'm going to learn Japanese, I'm going to learn how to sing, I'm going to learn how to draw, and I'm going to always think about what I can do as a streamer, as a content creator, to make my community happy. And when I see, that so many VTubers do that, particularly people like Pippa and people like Kanaka Lumi, I don't understand why people can't like look at that and think, I think it's like, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, my favorite tard, exactly. But I look at how much work they put in, and it's like that's fucking amazing. I just can't help but respect that, and respect that attitude and love they have for the culture and their trade as well. So, a lot of people kind of look at what we do as VTuber fans, and like how we celebrate our Oshis, and they look at it as like cringe and stupid. And being from that bit, I used to think that way myself, as I just said. So I understand where they're coming from, but I don't see why it's cringe and stupid to hold someone in reverence who does so much to like entertain you, make you happy. They have been a big part of your life for a long time. Like Lumi's been streaming 7 days a week from my perspective, like for the last 2.5 years. So even though I don't know the lady, don't want to know the lady, don't want to develop any form of parasocial relationship with her, it's like I respect all the stuff, like all the entertainment Lumi's given me over the years, and I appreciate it. She may be some silly, like weirdo, VTuber who makes the silly noises, but she's always provided me with so much entertainment, and it's like I always appreciate the amount of hard work she puts into delivering that. So it's you have nothing to be ashamed of for like you have nothing to be ashamed of for liking VTubers as much as you do, as long as you don't fantasize about being in a relationship with them, being their friend, as long as you don't like get obsessive about it. It's perfectly normal behavior, because I could go on YouTube right now, right? I could go on YouTube right now and I could show you videos of like 40-year-old guys literally having meltdowns, like breaking down in tears and becoming inconsolable with emotion because of a car, or because of like a fictional character, like literally like a character that exists only in text in like a book series. And for some reason, these kinds of people at the same time take a look at our respect for an actual real human being and entertainer and think we're cringe and stupid for doing it. And it's like, the logic doesn't follow with me, honestly. Logic doesn't follow. Anyway, moving on. I like Phase Connect. I like Prison Project. I like Idol. I like Girl DM. There's many others I like. There's many VTubers I like as well, but I guess those are like the major ones who I really enjoy watching. I also like, the Tacticute girls like Whiskey and Sleepy. I like Shondo as well. Shondo's fucking funny. I hadn't watched Shondo in quite a while, and then I had to open up one of her streams again whilst I was doing the Face Connect, that my latest Face Connect video, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot she sounded like this. I fucking love her voice. Yeah, exactly. Separating the character from the actor is a very respectable, obvious rule, right? It's like these people are entertainers at the end of the day. Like, don't get carried away. But you can respect the you at the end of the day, you'll never know the VTuber, the real VTuber behind the scenes, and that you should respect that because they are presenting what they want to present. If they wanted you to know more about them, they wouldn't stream behind an avatar, right? But you can still respect people behind the avatar. You can still appreciate what they do to present the character. But yeah, I like VTubing. VTubing's pretty fucking cool. One aspect of VTubing culture I hate is idol culture, although I've hated idol culture before VTubing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of idol culture myself. I think saying hate is a strong word. It's just, it's not for me. It's not for me. I think I respect people for their choices, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. I think the only form of VTubing I have a problem with really is girlfriend and boyfriend experience, because that to me that gets into the territory, I think, of like exploiting people who are parasocial, and they're too deep in the rabbit hole, and these people can't help it. Which is one thing I like Rev says Dezu, but one thing I don't like about him is when he defends like boyfriend girlfriend experience, and his argument is always, well, if you don't like it, don't watch it. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to ban stuff, I don't want to censor stuff, but at the same time, it's like, Rev, buddy, you don't get it. These people can't help it. They can't stop watching boyfriend girlfriend experience. It's like a drug. They're depressed. They're miserable. This is probably the only form of validation or like love that they get in their lives, and they can't fucking stop doing it. So going, oh my god, just don't watch it. It's like, no, you don't get it. They can't. They can't. They literally they need help, Rev. Yeah, but anyway, I don't think badly of people for doing boyfriend girlfriend experience, but it's like, it's a bit of a grey area. Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable personally. Anyway, my favorite my favorite anime is Housing Ultimate. Alucard is a magnificent bastard. He's like, abridged version is like, bitches love cannons. I also quite like Housing Ultimate as well, because it's got OG vampires, not Twilight vampires. It's very gory. Set in England a lot as well, which is fucking based. I love England. I really like the Gundam series as well. My favorite Gundam is Gundam Wing, which is the Gundam I grew up. But I really like 8th MS Team as well. I really like how realistic 8th MS Team is. My favorite character in Gundam is probably Zex Marquise. I fucking love Zex Marquise. I guess he's Gundam Wing's Char. But I can't watch Gundam. I have to watch Gundam Wing with the dub, and the dub is fucking awful. But it's one of those awfuls where it's absolutely fantastic. And I always think of when Zex gets in the tall geese, like for the first time, and he goes, "This is gonna take a lot of effort, but I can't stop now when the Sanct Kingdom is right in front of my eyes." It's like, you went with that take, did you guys? Okay. Let me take a sip of water from my water bottle. I'm actually quite happy with myself at the moment. I haven't prepared a script for this whatsoever. I thought I'd wing it. I think I'm doing okay, but I don't know. Yeah, basically, like, so I fucking loved Sonic Adventure as a kid, actually. Now I hate it. I recognize how bad it is, but yeah. And my favorite manga as well is obviously Berserk and Housing. The Berserk anime, like the 90s one, the cell shaded one, not the fucking piece of shit 3D one that fucking ruined Berserk, is absolutely killer. I love that thing. I love the soundtrack to it as well. It's so weird and wonderful. Like Guts' theme with the ah. Such a good fucking anime that is. What's the rank on the uniform? I'm a colonel. It's a military rank. Never got into Berserk? You should get into Berserk. It's really good. Yeah, I've never watched the Gundam Build Fighters. I kind of like saw the splash screen, kind of like the advertisement thing of it, and I thought, ooh, No, I don't want Gundam to go down this route. This looks terrible. In the 1800s? Yeah, that's right. This is a Victorian model. It's a Victorian uniform. And my light novel is, and kind of a guilty pleasure as well, is Goblin Slayer. I buy all the Goblin Slayer and light novels, and despite that, I know Goblin Slayer got a lot of shit because of the goblin the goblin surprise butt sex. But after that first light novel, it doesn't really happen again. Really, I think it happens one more time when like a bunch of halflings basically also get surprised butt sex by the goblins. But it basically just turns into like a really milk toast, like kind of like just vanilla, kind of happy, wholesome Dungeons and Dragons campaign, basically. I mean, that's basically what Goblin Slayer has turned into. It's basically the author's he's basically just writing his Dungeons and Dragons campaign, is basically what he's doing. And it's like, oh yeah, this is good. I like this. Hey, Wolf and Wings, how's it going? Yeah, episode 1 was the trigger warning, and it's like and it was like the great filtering as well, because that first episode makes you think you're going to be watching Berserk 2.0, but you're not watching Berserk 2.0. You're watching a very mild Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Anyway, let's move on to the next slide. So my likes part 2. Yeah, Goblin Slayer is now basically happy D&D, pretty much. I like Oni Plays. I fucking love Oni Plays. They're so funny. I've been a big fan of theirs since it was just Chris, basically. You know, I was one of those people who hated Ding Dong and Julian when they first replaced like Zach and Corey. But then over time, particularly after the Crash Bandicoot 2 Let's Play they did, I fucking love those guys now. I actually really miss Ding Dong and Julian. Yeah, I think those guys are really underrated still by the community, but people really didn't like them at first, which is sad, and I was one of those people. But still, a Psychic Pebbles stream, a Zach stream is always funny. I love Zach. And of course, I really like Warhammer 40k, as you can probably tell from my memes. Science fiction, militarist science fiction. I love all that shit. My favorite Space Marine chapter is the Iron Warriors, both when they were a loyalist chapter and when they were now that they're a Chaos Heretic chapter. I fucking love Iron Warriors. They're my spirit animal. As you could probably guess as an engineer, I fucking love Iron Warriors. They're very relatable. And my favorite Primarch is Peter Turbo. Peter Arbo is literally me. Not Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling isn't literally me. Peter Arbo is literally me, because he's just an angry, like just miserable piece of shit who can only destroy things, but he wants to build nice things. and I respect that. I sympathize with that. Here we go. Vulcan lives. Emperor text-to-speech device. Such a good series. It's a shame they had to stop that. Fucking Games Workshop ruining everything. I really liked what's his name? Caldor Drago. Caldor Drago in The Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device was so funny. I'm a tangerine. Yes. Would you like any warp? I like flash kits as well. Actually, that reminds me. Yes. You want any warp dust? And my favorite Chaos God is Nurgle. I don't see many people repping Nurgle, honestly. Like you can tell who the fucking normies are, like who the casual 40k fans are, because all the fucking casuals love Khorne, and you've got like all the fucking weirdos, like Zinch. But you can tell people who like Zinch are definitely hardcore 40k fans, and they're fucking weird as well. All the casuals like Khorne. No one dares admit they like Slanesh because that would imply certain things about you, I guess. Okay, Fyodor, don't forget to close your butthole so the heresy doesn't get in. But yeah, I like Nurgle. I don't want to die. I want to live forever. And I always seem to have like a sickness. I always have ear infections, or I always have like a chest infection. So Nurgle is my boy. I love Nurgle. His silence offends, Slanesh. You don't get into 40k? You should get into 40k. It's really good. It's also got an incredibly friendly and passionate fan base, and most of them will gatekeep. They will gatekeep and preserve the integrity of their hobby, but they do it in a very nice way, which is good. Yeah. So another thing I really like, another thing that's kind of, I guess, unconsciously influenced my kind of content creating and kind of my humor and the things I enjoy watching on YouTube. and probably for many other people as well, is the Spoony one before he had his meltdown. How does it feel? How it feels to be an e-guy now? You know, it's really weird. It feels incredibly weird. I've been on YouTube since 2004, so I'm an old fag, right? Oh, am I allowed to say that word? I don't know. You can tell I'm a millennial because I say that word and I don't think it's bad. But yeah, I'm an older guy on the platform, and yeah, like 2004 YouTube was a completely different place, and things have been influenced so much from. Yeah, I didn't hear shit. Yeah, you didn't hear nothing, all right? Yeah, the voice was a giveaway. But I miss old Spoonie so much. He was so funny, and his videos were both incredibly entertaining and incredibly informative at the same time. I always thought that Spoonie had the right take on things, and I guess that's probably where I get the idea from my videos from as well. Like I don't consciously try to emulate Spoonie, but when I wanted to make videos myself, I was like, I want to make things that are a bit entertaining but funny at the same time. So that's probably where I get it from. But what's interesting as well, I find about content creators, is that Spoonie was my favorite content creator for a long while. And what attracted me to him was his let's play of like John Carpenter's The Thing video game for the PlayStation 2. And it's funny because that was also what made me really like Germa as well. So Germa is my favorite Flash tuber, and what like sold me to Germa was also his let's play of John Carpenter's The Thing for the PlayStation 2, which is probably one of the funniest fucking like streams I've ever seen someone do. I fucking love Germa. Male hags rise up, hell yeah. Germa mentions Germa is my favorite Germa's my favorite male VTuber. You've got the Thing game. It took me 12 years to complete the Thing game because I was too much of a pussy to play it when I was a kid. So I literally couldn't play it. I love horror games. I love being scared, but the Thing game was too terrifying for little Maulington. I had to be a grown-ass man before I had the courage to play that game. I bought it when it was brand new. So like once a year, I'd return to my PlayStation 2 and try to complete it, and I just couldn't do it. The Wild West days, hell yeah. And obviously my favorite movie is John Carpenter's The Thing. It's a masterpiece of a movie. I think it's funny how Mac, the stereotypical American, doesn't understand the difference between Norwegians and Swedish people. And he goes to like the Norwegian camp and he's like looking for survivors and he goes, "Is there anybody alive in there? Hey, Sweden!" And the doc's like, they're not Swedish, Mac, they're Norwegian." I love that shit. I love like it's a very simple thing, but it's just the peak of hilarity to me is when Americans don't understand like what foreigners are and who they are and they get it wrong. It's always funny. I love that shit. But yeah, it's such a great movie. I love the special effects as well. I love the clever use of writing. The soundtrack to The Thing is fucking god tier. I can't believe that what's his name? Enrino Morricone got nominated for a Razzie for the soundtrack for The Thing. It goes so hard. It builds such wonderful atmosphere. There really is nothing like it. And John Carpenter himself is like the master of the synth. I love John Carpenter's music. I love all of John Carpenter's movies. A Razzie is like the opposite of an Oscar. A Razzie is basically when you give someone, it's like you award someone for being incredibly shit, basically. Which is a fantastic concept. My favorite gacha is Azure Lane. My first ever gacha game was Fate Grand Order. I'm a big Naziverse fan. I'm a huge Fate F-slur. Always have been. I watched the Studio Dean anime back when that was first airing. I'm ashamed to admit I actually fucking love the Studio Dean anime because Saber is best girl. Saber's my waifu. I do really like Jean d'Arc as well. Not John Alter. I hate John Alter. I like Vanilla Jean. Vanilla Jean is best girl too. But yeah, I was actually in the United States at the time, funny enough, but I downloaded the Japanese version on like BlueStacks. I got the emulator to play Fate Grand Order Japanese, and basically you just learned what all the buttons meant, just through sheer trial and error. And eventually I stopped playing Fate Grand Order, I think when Camelot came out, because what pissed me off about Fate Grand Order is I had EX tier luck in Fate Grand Order. I got Okita Saber with one temple, and then I got Skafatch with one ticket. I got Skafatch with one ticket, right? So I've got basically everything that I wanted for either for free or in like one pool or 110 pool. And then in order to get, when John Alter came around, I was like, holy fuck, I need John Alter. And I had like all that Saint Quartz, all the free Saint Quartz built up from basically spending nothing for like that first 4 or 5 months of the game. And I spent all my free Saint Quartz trying to roll for Jean Alter. I must have rolled about 1,000 times and I didn't fucking get her. And I ended up having to spend 100 Great British pounds on top of like 1,000 pools to fucking get one Jean Alter, just one. And ever since then, I was like, I fucking hate gacha games that don't respect my fucking money. If I'm spending all this money, I'm not even getting like game resources for it either. I'm literally just getting the opportunity to pool for waifus. And that's why I fucking love Azure Lane, is that I get everything I want in Azure Lane for free, which means I spend a fuck ton of money on costumes and like the live 2D models, which is clever, right? So, you know, Azure Lane has a much better monetization module. Azure Lane operates on the model of, no, we'll give you your waifus easy. Instead, you wanna spend like fucking $50 on getting New Jersey, like a bunny outfit, basically. So I much prefer games like Azure Lane, and Azure Lane's far more cultured than Grand Order as well. Azure Lane has all the right fetishes. Yeah. My other interest is military history. I have a bachelor's in I basically have a bachelor's in war studies. And as part of that degree, I've taken modules in politics, international relations, and strategic studies. I went to a certain elite London university, so I was taught at university by like very senior retired military officers and stuff, which is like fucking cool. I even got the opportunity to go to Sandhurst and do like research there, the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst. I met some interesting characters. I met Stanley McChrystal, like the former commanding officer of US forces in fucking Afghanistan. I met many Cold War era spies. I met I can't remember his name now. I think it's Captain Viv Rowe, who was basically the parachute regiment's like signals commander during the Falklands War. I've met some people who've seen some shit, which is cool. Yeah, military historian VTuber. I fucking love military history. I'll get onto it in the next slide, but my content style will spoil the fact I love military history. My family history is military history. That's awesome. My family military history is the cavalry, scout cavalry particularly. And I like blonde women, as you've noticed. I had to look at my Azure Lane lineup and look at the VTubers I enjoy watching most. All my Azure Lane women are all blonde haired and blue eyed. Well, we've got actually there's one or two with red eyes. And my favorite VTuber is Kanako Lumi. I think I have a thing for blonde women, guys. I think I like blonde women. I don't know what gives you that impression. And I like thighs as well. Thighs are the best part of the female anatomy. Bonus points for pantyhose and stockings. Black specifically. I mean, white can be okay, I guess. But black is the best, right? Are we all black hosiery people? What's our verdict on lingerie? What's our favorite color? Yep. Black. Yep. Yeah, black's best. Black and blonde is a great color combination. Military tactics and video analysis. I have thought about doing that, funnily enough. I have thought about, as part of my content, doing like a World War II generals tier list, like Field Marshal tier list. That would be fun. Okay, this is I've made a post on Twitter that we're going to get very spicy here. Probably a bit too pipper. But I really couldn't think of any other dislikes to put on here. So what do I dislike? I dislike I dislike communism and Marxism, but within reason. If you're a reasonable person and you have these beliefs, then I can break bread with you. Like, just because you have a completely opposite, like, political opinion or cultural opinion or something like that, doesn't necessarily. I don't necessarily have to hate your guts. I can respectfully disagree with you, unless you're someone like Vorsh. Then yeah, or like Hamas Piker. Then I fucking hate your guts, right? Holy shit, a base Brit. Yeah, there are British people out there like me. You see, the thing is, I don't live in a major city. See, I'm countryside British, which is like the equivalent of deep rural Tennessee, kind of agricultural United States. That's kind of the person I am. So yeah, I hate communism and Marxism for obvious reasons. Anyone who studies military history understands why hating communism and Marxism is fucking based incorrect. I hate the government, both the local government and the national government. The local government is fucking useless. They're all a bunch of fucking nepo babies that just make things worse. The only time they get involved is to stop the community from fixing the shit that they fucked up in the first place. And the national British government is fucking shit. Basically, they don't do anything right. They reek of wef in the national government. I want wef out. Can I get a wef hate in the chat, please? I hate V-tweeters. I hate these motherfuckers. When I say I hate V-tweeters, by the way, it's important to clarify when we say V-tweeter hate, we don't hate. I don't hate Twitter people who have never done content before, as long as they do actually intend to do content at some point, but they're trying to get shit together. It's these V-tweeters, these toxic pieces of shit, who for one reason or another, probably because they're huge pussies and that they're never going to post content. All they want to do is basically they want to live the fame and the glory of the VTubing lifestyle, but they don't actually respect the culture. They've got no intention to actually, build a real community and try to entertain them. They just want to sit on their soapbox all day and just throw shit at everyone else. VTweeter hates. I hate these fucks. It's like, seriously, I kind of hope that I've inspired a lot of aspiring VTubers out there. And I've shown them with my videos and the shit I do. I don't have a fucking clue how to edit videos. And I can't be fucking bothered to learn either. So I just fucking stick my dick in there and I just wing it. I've got a lot of passion and no idea. So I just fucking stick it. I just fucking go in there and just post. I just post. And if I hate what I've posted, I'll scream into a pillow and I'll fucking take it down maybe in a couple of months or so, maybe if I hate it that much. But seriously, if you're worried about like your content, just post it, just do it, right? And scream into a pillow after you post it. That's what I do. And then 2 weeks later, you get the brain worms that tells you want to do it again. And then there you go. All of a sudden, you're every 2 weeks now you start making content. That's how you do it. Your editing's pretty good, not gonna lie. Thank you for saying that. I don't agree with you whatsoever, but I hope I get the point across in my videos. I hope I get like the passion and the comedy across, because one of the most difficult things about being a content creator, I think, particularly as I'm trying to be funny, is, my mentality going into it was like, I'm not funny, I'm just a fucking idiot and cringe. So like, I put this humorous stuff and memes in there, and people are going to look at that and they're going to think, like, who the fuck is this guy? What is this shit? Who thinks this is funny? So it's like, it's really weird. It's quite reassuring to see that people did take to that. I'm glad people like the sense of humor. Yeah. Communism is great. Communism is great. I'm cringe, but I'm free. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You can always improve, right? I've taken down some of my videos because it is genuinely bothering me how much I hate them and how bad they are. I have to take them down for the sake of my mental health, but I'm not happy with any of the videos I've done so far. But I am going to start gradually like improving the editing quality and trying to improve the quality of the stuff I'm doing as well. I'm going to put a bit more time and effort into the scripts and shit as well. But yeah. Anyway, the next thing I dislike is Europeans. Ugh, Europeans. Disgusting. I especially hate the European Union because the European Union is basically a German puppet, and the German government is run by the WEF. So what the European Union does is the European has created one of the worst crises in European history, and now they're going to deliver the solution to it by basically destroying all our freedoms and liberty and fucking federalizing us into one great big super state, which I don't fucking want, because I have absolutely nothing in common culturally with fucking German people or Polish people or Italian people. We're very different people. I like going to Italy and seeing Italian people. I like going to Poland and seeing Polish people, seeing their culture and custom. I don't want to live in one great big cultural blob. Actually, I'm part of the reason why I did a bachelor's degree in in international relations and strategic studies is because I fucking love going abroad and seeing people from different culture. I love seeing differences. If I find it fascinating to see people who think and do things in different ways. I don't want to be holding hands and singing "Kumbaya" and singing from the same fucking hate sheet, same fucking hymn sheet. I love it. I love the differences we have. Next thing I hate is the British. I hate these smug fucking self-righteous dickheads. The British. They're annoying. They Lots of British people do genuinely love Americans. They like give Americans a bit of ribbing. But these fuckers annoy me. They're so fat-headed, arrogant, ignorant. They talk shit about Americans, which is self-hate based. Yeah. Fucking hate British people. They annoy me. We need to ban British people from the internet, and we need to stop them from leaving England. We need to stop them from leaving those goddamn islands, man. I don't like tea, coffee, or pie, which I think which will put me in bad standing with both British people and American. I don't like hot drinks. Okay, drinks should be cold. They should be refreshing. They should be fizzy and full of sugar. At the end of the day, water is acceptable, but drinks should basically be soda. Soda or water is what you should be drinking. Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's Europeans. We all hate each other, but we love each other at the same time. In essence, I hate Londoners. Yeah, everybody hates Londoners, even Londoners. But yeah, hot drinks are shit. I don't like pie either. I don't like pastry in general. Sausage rolls can be okay, I guess, if they're from Greg's. But Greg's is fucking trash tier food, though. This is the thing. I don't like British food either, because the thing about British food isn't that it's necessarily terrible. It's just really bland and boring, and it's all the same shit, because people like to meme about British food. And the problem is, it's not that British food is terrible. It's just that British people are a snacking nation. We like cakes and cookies and biscuits and treats and shit. We're not a big, like, sit down and have like a big dinner kind of people. We're a snacking people. So most British people don't actually give a fuck about dinner. So they just mash any old slop together, which is where the memes come from. Now, when British people actually do make an effort to make good food, it is quite nice. But the problem is that it's always some variation of beef, potatoes, and vegetables. So it's like beef. It's like a beef and vegetable. It's like a beef and vegetable. What's it called? I can't think of the name of it now. Stew. It's either a beef and vegetable stew, a beef and vegetable pie, a beef and vegetables just on a plate, and it's like, this is nice, but I'd like something other than beef and vegetables, please. We eat curries a lot now too. That's true. Yeah, I mean, that's not really British food. That's more of an appropriation of Indian food. The next thing I hate is I hate your US federal government and the glowies. The problem is with the United Kingdom is we're basically an American vassal state, so we import all your fucking problems, which is fucking annoying. It's turning into a cursor stream now, but we import all your problems. Your government needs to sort its shit out. Needs to stop this fucking nonsense, because we get it here, and because we don't have the checks and balances in the United Kingdom that you do in the US. We don't have those base as fuck Floridians and Southerners like rallying against the fucking dickheads who want to strip your rights and freedoms away. So when we import your problems, everyone just goes, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, government says do this, okay." Stop, fuck off, stop doing it. You're making us worse. And the next thing I hate is I hate people who take everything way too seriously. You know, well, I like the VTubing community. There's no such thing as a monolithic, like, coherent VTubing community. But the VTubing community's obsession with calling out, clout chasing, taking everything literally, like taking what is essentially jokes and just people who are just fucking about and messing around. Like, I appreciate that there is a large degree of like literal autismos and people with mental illnesses in the VTubing sphere, but you know, when I get comments on my video about like how everyone in Face Connect is an F-slur and like Face Connect hates and how my Oshi's like a cunt and shit like that, when I see comments like that, I just go, yeah, okay, yeah, you don't like Face Connect, you don't like my favorite VTubers, that's fine, I don't care, you know, not my problem. But there are many people out there where you go, oh, you know what? I'm not the biggest fan of VShojo. I'm not the biggest fan of Neji Sanji. You know, it's not for me really. And people, hang on a sec, fuck. fucking Steam showing up. Stickman, shut the fuck up. Don't send me messages on Steam. Sorry, 1 second. Very rude for me to say that to my friend. YouTube is popping as fuck. Okay, good. No, my Steam messages aren't popping up. I forgot to put on streamer mode. Good. Whew. I have very spicy friends, and they say shit that I can't show on stream. So we'll just let Stickman comment to me. Okay. Oh, 1 sec. Lost my window. Sorry, 1 second. I've finally done it. Technical difficulties. Why the fuck has chat done that? Oh, I need to readjust chat. I've lost it. Maulington group chat. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, moving on. Yeah, federal government, people take themselves way too seriously. I hate Vorsh. I can say this now because he got caught red-handed with his fucking porn folder. Stay away from my lion dick, Vorsh. I know he likes horses, but Vorsh, stay the fuck away from me, man. Okay? Like, what kind of animal keeps his... I don't want this to be clipped, and I don't want to be fucking featured on like Kiwi Farms or fucking like lol cow hunting websites. But I can't help myself. I have to say this about Vorsh, right? I do think it's pretty fucking funny how Vorsh likes to represent himself as like the peak leftist masculine man. And it's like, what is the peak masculine fucking leftist man according to Vorsh? Someone who fantasizes about being ass blasted by horsecock and wants to lower the age of consent of real like little girls to like fucking like 13 or something. I can't remember what Elon wants to lower the age of consent to. The fucking peak leftist male wants to fucking satisfy horses and lower the age of consent and fucking jerks off to fucking goblin porn. It's like, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Oh my god. Vorsh, please stop. You're making leftists look bad, and not all leftists are bad people. What's to be Mr. Hands? Goblins, yeah, exactly. Oh my god, I hate that power dynamic shit. Pisses me the fuck off. It's like, if you have law and justice, it's a one. You either have a law or you don't have a law. At the end of the day, but we're not going to get into that. I don't want to get into the politics in Kersh's sphere. Anyway, let's get on to the fan stuff. If God help any of you who actually are a fan of me and want to be and like call me your Oshi. God forbid. Anyway, my fan stuff. You may address me as my Lord Maulington or Lord Maulington or Oi as well. You can call me Oi. I don't want to hear my Lord. It's my Lord. No, GD. No, you fucking motherfucker. No, not my Lord. I predicted you'd be here. Not my Lord, not yes, me Lord. Yes, me Lord. Off I go then. All right, ready for work. None of that shit, all right? See, the thing is, your ability to say my lord represents your class in the UK. So there are in the upper social strata of the United Kingdom, there are multiple classes of people. We call them chaps. So at the very lower end of the chap scale, you've got not the right sort of chap. You see, you've got not the right sort of chap. You'll see, he means well, not the right sort of chap, but he's not got quite the right sort of pedigree. He doesn't have quite the right accent to be the right sort of chap. And then in the middle, right, you've got the middle class people. See, these people are the... No, sorry, that was not the right chap at all. Sorry, no. Now you've got the not the right sort of chap. So you in the middle classes in the UK, you've got what's called the not right sort of chap. So the not right sort of chap he's a good lad, he's a smart lad, but he hasn't got the right family name, right? So you tell him to fuck off basically because you want to hire the right sort of chap, and you'll see the right sort of chap. You'll see his father owns half of London. And his father is the Duke of Wellington, and his father before him, and his father before him studied at Eton University. They studied politics, philosophy, and economics. You'll see, and they studied this at Oxford, of course. And you went to the LSE. You went to the London School of Economics, which is a fine university, but it's not the right sort of university. So no, we're not going to give you a job. Instead, we're going to stick you in middle management. Yes, sir. Who says, I am not a furry? Yes, twats, basically. Me old China. Met chavs in Manchester. Do you know, they had signs up in Manchester at one point which said, don't punch ambulance drivers. That's the state of Manchester. Things are so bad there. They need to have big billboards up saying, don't punch the fucking ambulance drivers who are coming to save your life. All right? But yeah, anyway. So you are the gentleman. That's you guys. You guys are the gentlemen. Even the woman. If you're a woman, you're still a gentleman. And my Oshi mark, if any of you want to use such a thing, it's like I use on my Twitter handle. It's a lion and, and a knife, because British people like stabbing and we like murder. A knife. That's not a knife. That's a knife. And in regards to, if, again, for whatever reason, if you actually want to fucking do anything with my content, and God help you if you do, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. Fan art, clipping, reacting to, or using any of my stuff is fine. But if I do want to take something down because I can't fucking stand it anymore, please don't re-upload it. And if you want to make, if you're an artist and you want to make furry porn, I'm fine with that. I don't think I want to see it though, thanks. I'm not a furry, so if you send me a DM on Twitter and you go,
hey, look, Maulington, I've made this drawing, and it shows you being penetrated in the buttocks by a horse as you take it in the mouth from a snake.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's real nice, man. Yeah, could you not send me that again? Please don't send me that again. I don't want to see that. Oh, dear. What why did you give us this imagery? I have a sick sense of humor, that's why. Can we draw you leading the charge against the Zulu? I would fucking love it if you did draw me leading a charge against the Zulu. And then people would probably look at that and think it's some kind of like fucking dog whistle. They'd assume things about me. They'd be like, why is this white? Why is this VTuber? He has a white lion model. Lions aren't white, and he's charging against the Zulus. This is what kind of VTuber is this? Get fucking pippered. That's the thing. I think in order for me to start VTubing, I need my own Sakana the Fish Man to stop me, to rein in the fucking tard and the spice. Because I'm generally not a particularly like edged or based person. I can't help it. I was born, I'm a millennial. Like back in my, I was out on the internet in 2006. I was a spurgy something awful forums goon, EVE Online's goon back on the day. And it's like, that shit back in the day, no one would bat an eyelid. I remember being a literal 12-year-old on World of Warcraft and like going to Goldshire, back before Goldshire was basically a brothel. And I remember this to this day. Like the first person I saw on Goldshire was like, hey sweetheart, do you want a lap dance? I'll suck your fucking cock. And it's like, you know, that's just the way the internet was back then. We said spicy shit and like no one batted an eyelid because we weren't, you know, incredibly sensitive and complete pussies. It's a shame to see what's happened. It's kind of, I regularly say in my videos that, you know, Pip is not based, and what I mean by that is it's like Pip is not that bad. She's a good girl. She works for a VTubing corporation. She says some edgy stuff that will offend the modern audiences, but you know, she's Kirsch is fucking based. Pip is a lovely woman, really. People say dumb shit about Pippa. I mean, yeah, Pippa's definitely really super fucking based behind the scenes, but you know, let's not just focus on what Pipkin Pippa says. Let's take a look at what Pipkin Pippa actually does. And what Pipkin Pippa actually does is that she is on her own growth arc to unironically become a mega idol. And she does so much to improve the mental health and improve like the lives of tens of thousands of like depressed and lonely men out there. Let's celebrate that shit. You know, instead of just talking about all the fucking base shit. That's kind of what I want to do in my Face Connect videos. I'm trying to, it's not that I'm ignorant to like the base and degenerate and edgy stuff, but I want to bring more attention to the stuff they actually do, what Face Connect actually does, and the growth these ladies have. to entertain us. I don't just want to go. I don't want to join like the army of casuals who are like, oh, let's watch Face Connect. That's that VTuber organization with the filthy fucking autistic women who say offensive shit. It's like, well, yeah, they are that, but they're a lot more than that. And come on, like give them credit where credit's due for what they do. Like fucking Chisaka Irie is none of those things, and Irie is a fucking goddess. Irie can do anything to an excellent standard. I miss her Menhera. Yeah, I mean I liked it as well, but yeah, I do fully understand, sympathize, and appreciate the people who did like join Faith Connect for the cursed first generation, and with how the organization has evolved like over the years. A lot of that is gone now. Even Tenma is calmer these days. She's no longer like openly. She's not like screaming and throwing slurs at people and ethnicities and like nations and chat as much anymore. Now I think she's trying to focus more a little bit on screaming about being horny. Basically, she's gone from like talking mad shit about like Koreans and Chinese people and shit, and I think she's maybe going a little bit safer, and she's focusing on like lucha instead of it. But I mean, Tenma's always been quite a sweet woman anyway. Regardless, she's not always the rage monster. But anyway, my goals as a VTuber is I want to entertain people and make them laugh and happy. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. This is a hobby for me, VTubing. I have no intentions of becoming a full-time VTuber. It would be nice to become a full VTuber, but it's not a goal to become one. I make these videos, I do this stuff because I think it's fun. And it's like really soul fulfilling as well to see people who are like touched or entertained by your videos. Right, I think that's one corner like projecting dickheads on the internet get. If they look at stuff you do and they go, "Oh, you're doing this for the ego, you're doing it for the clout," and it's like, no, I'm doing it because I have like fans, I have subscribers, and I know they like this shit, and I want to make them laugh. It's not for ego. It's just it feels good to make people happy instead of constantly chucking spears at lolcows. I mean, I enjoy like chucking the odd comment at people like Vorsh and like Dark Side Phil, right? But to sit here on my computer all day every day and basically just mock and insult and belittle other people is not. I don't think that's a healthy attitude to have, really. I think I'd recommend if you're that way inclined, you should try content creating yourself and then like try to actually entertain people yourself and kind of, you know, it's definitely much more fulfilling than just throwing hate at people. I got a lot of that out of my system when I was in my late teens. I'm not saying like it's I don't mean it's childish, like to like throw spears at lolcows and shit. I mean it's a perfectly valid form of entertainment, but try doing things that don't make you. Try not hate watching things for a change, you know. Yeah, so I want to support and bring attention to my favorite VTubers. I love FaZe Connect, I love Prison Project, I love Idol, as I said. I'm going to be doing documentaries on some model looks like CGI. It kind of does look like CGI a little bit, doesn't it? On the case of the model, my like dedicated streaming model isn't going to be this one. This is going to be like my just chatting and skit streaming kind of model. For the sake of my videos, I'm going to continue using like the live 2D model, the little chibi that you see already. And once the person who did my live 2D model, once she's available again to start doing a full live 2D model, the dedicated streaming model is going to be a Victorian gentleman with like a top hat and a monocle is what I want to do. And that will be an anime based model. But again, that's something for later. I'm not going to do a re-debut for that either. But yeah, this model is for the specific purpose of just chatting and skits, basically. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I want to support and bring attention to my favorite VTubers, Idol, Prison Project, FaZe Connect. I'm going to be doing documentaries on people like Kershaw, people like Girl DM, the Tacticute Girls, Whiskey, and Sleepy. I love those guys. Kind of like the main priority of my channel, the reason why I started doing this in the first place, again, goes back to my days of being a VTubing anti in the first place. It's like, I never was a VTubing anti. I just needed to find the VTuber for me and then get gradually exposed to it. And then I eventually did become a very passionate VTubing fan. And I want to do that for other people. I want to help other people find the VTuber for them. Because I think what a lot of the VTubing community do is they take a look at people who kind of raise their eyebrows, or they have their prejudices against VTubers, and they do the regular anime VTubing thing where they just start clacking their fingers and they start like autistically screeching at people to fuck off, like fuck off normie. And sometimes that is completely justified. Sometimes that is the right action. Unfortunately, you're going to have to take. You can't necessarily convince everyone to your side. But I think sometimes when you have someone who goes like VTuber hate, VTuber cringe, it helps to like have a reasonable and adult conversation with that person and be like, right, do you like streamers? You do. Right, okay, if you like streamers, you there is a VTuber out there for you. You just don't know who they are yet. So tell me what you like in streamers, and we will find you your we'll find your VTuber that will make you enjoy VTubing. It doesn't always work. Some people don't want to know regardless, but I would prefer to take that approach first with people before immediately like fucking them off. Yeah, you can't be too nice to everyone, exactly, but you can at the same time just immediately fucking drop the nuke every time someone gives you the slightest bit of pushback or like criticism. So I get criticism all the time for my videos. Sometimes I get outright just sheer fucking hate from my videos, and when I get those kinds of comments, I always think in the first instance, right, I'm like, does this person have a point? Like, even if they're calling me like F slurs and what the other shit I get sometimes, I'm like, right, let's ignore the profanity. Do they have a point? Why would they think this way? Right, okay, yeah, I can see why they would think that way. I'm gonna reflect on that. I think that's the attitude that people should have sometimes, instead of just immediately going, instead of just like having like a fucking just immediate default approach to things. But anyway, another thing I want to do, and it's probably quite, I don't mean it in an arrogant way. I don't mean this in a self-aggrandizing way, but I kind of want to do my part to show people that you don't need to be some kind of like sexy femboy bi baiting. You don't need to have like a really like sexy deep Vox Akuma kind of voice to be like a successful male VTuber. And a lot of narrative I see going around is that, oh, if you want to be a male VTuber, you have to basically be a femboy. You have to bait the Fujos, you know, you have to pretend to be gay and have like, you know, the gay stuff with other male VTubers. Or you have to join Niji-Sanji because Niji-Sanji are the only ones with the big successful male VTubers, which is rude to Hollow Stars. Hollow Stars aren't that bad. And it's like, no, you guys don't understand, right? I think female VTubers get a little bit of a crutch because if they aren't particularly funny or entertaining, they can still rely on like the male monkey brain. The male monkey brain likes like cute, sexy women. So I admit this myself. Sometimes I can watch someone I'm not enjoying just because they're a cute girl, right? It's like I'm watching the stream and I'm like, I'm fucking bored. Like I would never watch this person in a million years if they weren't like a cute anime girl. But it's a minor crutch, not a big one. At the end of the day, there isn't a market, there isn't a demand for sexy female VTubers or sexy male VTubers as such. There's a demand for entertainment. I mean, yeah, some people want ASMR content and boyfriend girlfriend experience, right? But for the most part, the model, the sexiness draws people in. That's not why they stay. They stay for you. They stay for what you do. That makes them entertaining, because it's like as much as I may like, I don't know what's an example. Like Lumi's kind of an example of like, I guess she's kind of like a sexy VTuber, I guess, in some regards. But I don't stay for Lumi because she's got the underboob and she's like a trad wife kind of thing. I stay for Lumi because she's a fucking nerd. She's a dork, and she says the outrageous things, which is funny. That's why I stay for Lumi. Yeah, exactly. Woman voice neuron activity, male voice yuck. Yeah, but there isn't a market for female VTubers as such. There's not a market for male VTubers. No one wants to watch male VTubers. People just want to be entertained. So I think the more successful independent VTubers we have, particularly those like myself who don't have a nice voice, aren't sexy, don't have a sexy model, I'm kind of hoping that I reach some level of success. I have some level of reach where, you know, aspiring male VTubers out there look at that and they go, oh, and they maybe get a bit of patience and they think, oh, well, actually, okay, right, no, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to think about who I am and how I advertise myself and what I do. And I'm going to try to improve myself and try to become a streamer or content creator that people want to watch, rather than basically just writing it off immediately as being, oh, wow, there's clearly, the reason why I'm unsuccessful is clearly because no one wants to watch a male VTuber. It's because I'm not a woman, basically. And it's like, no, that's inaccurate. That's an inaccurate statement. Yeah, exactly. Hey, he does okay, and I can do better than that. Exactly, that's the thing. I fucking suck dick. I'm a shit streamer. I'm a shit video maker. But I'd like to say that I've got a lot of passion. My heart's in the right place. But I can't. I'm wank at doing. I'm a British person. Okay, we can't build cars. The passion is there. The desire is there. The end product is poorly made. Right. So if I can make it, there are people out there who do want to put that effort in and are talented, can do it. Right. That's the mentality. So. Anyway, moving on to the second part of my goals. I want to become fluent in Russian and have a special Russian language only streaming day. I think that'd be pretty cool. Again, going back to the reason why I'm learning Russian in the first place. It'd be great motivation, and it'd really help me learn Russian as well, is to basically play a game in Russian and have Russian speakers in the chat kind of like helping me understand things would be good. I also feel like the Russian community really gets a bad deal in VTubing, because in VTubing we've got Japanese and we've got Spanish language and we've got English language. I think the Russian language is quite big as well. I understand why with current political events, like having a Russian branch is not going to be the best idea, like politically speaking. But I think there's a lot of money and influence to be gained by having a Russian Russian speaking branch of VTubing. There's quite a lot of Russian bros in the community, so I'm surprised Face Connect of all people isn't trying to go down like the Russian route at some point, because again, Russians fucking love Lumi, Russians loved Pippa, and Russians loved Yuri as well back in the day. Yeah, we'll see how that goes anyway. Yeah, I think the war put a kibosh on that. Yeah, it did, unfortunately. But in the future, when things are settled down, maybe we'll see. Yeah. Hello, my good FPS Russia. I'm a professional Russian, and today we will be dual wielding that automatic shotgun with the rotating drum magazine. And remember, everybody, have a nice day. Fucking love FPS Russia. Australia we do have Australian VTubers. My good friend Elizabeth Mickelson is in the chat. You should subscribe to her. She's great. I fucking love Lizzie. She's so funny. My fucking voice is just about dead now, which is a problem, because I was going to do some karaoke as well. We'll see if I can manage it. You. Eliza. I'm trying to do a Nigel Thornberry voice, but it's a bit of a struggle. I can't do it. He's like, Eliza. You're my favorite British person. Thank you. Where am I? My next goal is I'd like to become an early 2000s kind of hard rock, new metal style V singer like Breaking Benjamin. Breaking Benjamin is my favorite band. I wish I could sing just 100th as well as their lead singer Ben Burnley. I fucking love that man. That man is my goddamn hero. He's got the voice of is that a horror channel here? Hey, that's a horror channel. It's so good to see you, my friend. How are you? I fucking love as a horror channel. I think when I started VTubing and I made my first video, I reached out to As a Horror Channel on Twitter, and I just asked him for permission to use his clips. But as well, I just had to say after I got his permission, I was like, by the way, As a Channel, I see what you post on Twitter. You're so fucking based. Like every time I open up Twitter and I see As a Horror Channel's posted, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, dude, I love this. I love reading what he has to say. It's so good. Oh, As a Horror Channel, what is happening with your debut, man? What's happening with the model? I don't know if this is a sensitive topic or it's a topic you don't want to talk about, but I'm looking forward to your debut as well. I thought you were going to debut before me at one point. Yeah, more of a clean scream with the new metal guys. Yeah, it is. But yeah, I want to become a good singer, a good hard rock new metal singer like Ben Burnley from Breaking Benjamin. I don't know if I'm allowed to admit this. This might go against me later on if I do apply, but I've actually considered if Prison Project open up auditions again in the future, and they still recruit male VTubers, which they do, by the way. They've only got one male VTuber, God bless them. They had two, but the other one quit. So they've got Billy No Mates, poor guy, Jun Akane of Prison Project, their lone male VTuber. But since Prison Project are affiliated with Sony Music Entertainment, I would be tempted to join Prison Project and like have that deal. Say, okay, Prison Project, like I'll give you half my paycheck, or and whatever, and in exchange, you pay for me. I get to use like your fucking. I get access to your music producers and shit, and you teach me how to sing like Breaking Benjamin. I'd be happy with something like that. Yes, they do. Prison Project do accept male VTubers. They had a male VTuber wave of 2 guys. One of them quit due to personal reasons, leaving just the one. One man between all his men heroin. Yep. Rigger taken forever. I see. Yeah, that's a shame. Anyway, yeah, you guys should subscribe to Azahara channel if you aren't already. I imagine if you're all FaZe Connect fans, you all know Azahara channel. He's Pippa Clipper, and sometimes does other members of FaZe as well. He's got some great Leah clips on his channel, some great underrated Leah. It's weird. Azahara channel's a Pippa Clipper, but he has some of the best Leah clips on his channel as well that the dedicated Leah Clippers don't have. I'm disappointed with the Leah Clippers sometimes. When I did the Leah video, I had to get almost all of the clips myself because they hadn't done it yet. And I was like, come on, guys. How are you missing all this gold from the Leah? Honestly. And Korsha, good old Korsha. I fucking love Korsha. I mean, I love Korsha, but Korsha probably thinks I'm a fucking Kershaw probably thinks I'm a fucking weird dickhead. But I would like to collab with the Korsha and talk about politics. I hear she likes podcast of the Lotus Eaters. We'll see. Maybe one day. I think I'm friends with Bagstead. So maybe hopefully one day Bagstead can introduce me to Kershaw. I fucking love Bags. He's so funny. You guys should subscribe to Bagstead as well. He's one of my favorite male VTubers. He's such a bro. I love Bagstead. But yes, anyway. One of my other goals is to become the biggest British male independent VTuber. I don't know who my competition is. I don't know of any male British independent VTubers. I know Vox Akuma and obviously Kano and Kuro are British guys. I think they're both English. Does anyone know of any big like male British independent VTubers? Any names? Debut starts telling everyone to other people. Well, I'm not a corporate VTuber, so I'm a fan channel primarily, so I can say whatever the hell I want. Iron Lung waifu. I thought that was an Iron Mouse reference to begin with at first. I was like, oh, they'd be mean to Iron Mouse because I saw a clip of her recently talking about some of the hate she gets about being Iron Lung. Yeah, Kuro is British, but he's not an independent VTuber. Oh yeah, I guess so. I guess Connor. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that, should I? No, I guess Booby is an independent British. Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm never gonna beat Connor. Oh bollocks. Well, we'll tick that. We'll tick that goal off. That's never happening. No, we're never going to become the biggest British male VTuber. We can become second. We can become second though. Right. Another goal of mine is I actually want to make good videos and content I can be proud of. Second biggest. As you all know, as I posted on my community page recently, every time I release a video, I want to scream into a fucking pillow because I think it's so bad. I'm happy enough with the FaZe Connect Girl documentary videos, except the ones that are in my pre-Pippa documentary format videos. I don't want to, I really can't keep those ones up. I think those ones are terrible. And I can't, fucking stand my VTuber Corporation talk videos. I'm taking those down because, as I said before, it's literally causing me a mental health crisis having those videos up. Taking them down. We're gonna do VTuber Corporation Commentary 2.0, and I'm gonna make something I can actually be fucking proud of, and that you guys will like. Okay. And again, yeah, my final goal is I would like to voice a character in a 40k product, whether it's a game or a series or a movie, fan, official. I don't care. I'll do it for free. If there's any talent scouts out there, I'll voice act for free. I'll just do it for fun, please. I want to be in 40k media. Preferably, I'd like to voice an orc. I'd like to voice a Necron. Someone from the Imperial Guard, perhaps. Yes, Commander here. Go ahead. Do like a what are they called? Like a commissar or like a general. Like that guy from Dawn of War 2. What's his name? The main character from the Imperial Guard campaign, where he's like, Commander here. Go ahead. You think I'm incompetent, Sergeant Major? Sergeant Major. Between the orcs and the Tyranids, there was no saving that planet. I had to call the exterminators. Yeah. VA work for the God Emperor. Hell yeah. Or a Space Marine would be good. I can't really do a good shouty voice, though. No, I'm not really good at doing it. I sound a bit special needs when I do a Space Marine shouting voice. It's like, feel the Emperor's wrath. No mercy, no respite. Ah! Yeah, going from a VTuber anti to a voice actor VTuber, what a journey that would be. I think that's kind of Mori Calliope's kind of journey as well, isn't it? Wasn't Mori Calliope originally like a VTuber anti? Every Brit I know is Corpo? That's interesting, Azahara. Yeah. Vidal. Oh yeah, I wouldn't count Vidal necessarily as a male VTuber because I guess yeah, I guess he does do coding streams, but I think like with Vidal, the brand with Vidal really is just Neuro-sama, I would say. Yeah, Mori was a hater before she joined, wasn't she? That's the thing, right? There's some elements of the VTubing community where they take a look at like people who've gone through that growth and they hold that against them forever, and it annoys me because it's like Mori clearly genuinely respects the culture now, and she's a loved member of the community. I don't understand why you hold her to this person she was 3 years ago. Just let it go. She loves VTubers and VTubing now. She's earned her spot. Who gives a shit who she was 3 years ago? She's reformed. She's changed. Just respect Mori. Honestly, just move on. She sounds like she has Down close enough. Yeah, I was saying earlier as a horror channel, as I'm a millennial, I accidentally said the F slur on stream earlier when I probably shouldn't have. I'll probably get bonked for that. But I think I need someone like Sakana the Fishman to stop me from talking like such a millennial because first of all, I don't know what the fuck, because I'm a rookie, I don't know what the fuck you guys are saying in the chat. You could be saying all kinds of based shit that will get me banned. And I need someone to stop me, myself, from saying really fucking repulsive shit too. But yes, I would like to voice, not necessarily just 40k, but I would like to do voice work. Yeah, Mori hate is kind of like that safe, edgy part of the anime community. Yeah, TF would be knocking at my door if you're a VTuber. Hell yeah. Sad Boys Company. That's the thing. I'm going to fight Sakana on this. I do understand why he doesn't want Face Connect to have a male division, even if it was like a Hollow Stars kind of thing where it's a separate, like, you just like fuck off, like you fuck off in the corner, Hollow Stars. You don't talk to the females. You can't even do that because all that will happen, right? Is as soon as Pippa talks to one of these guys, 4chan is going to fucking explode. 4chan, the servers of 4chan won't be able to handle the rage that will happen if Pippa talks candidly and on pleasant terms with a male Faith Connect talent. They're going to go fucking insane, even if they segregate it. But I do think like a male VTubing wave in the spirit of Face Connect would be absolutely hilarious. Just a bunch of like filthy like Menhera millennial guys just saying the most edgy based shit would be funny. They'd probably all have to be Filipino as well, because I'd never known of the Filipino or the Puerto Rican people before I got into VTubing, and now that I see people like Asahara Channel and people like Nyana Binyana, I fucking love Filipino and Puerto Rican people, and like Leah's Puerto Rican. That's so fucking funny. I love these people so much. They're literally my spirit animal. The based shit they post. I mean, I'm repeating myself, but it's absolutely incredible. I want to live in Puerto Rico or the Philippines. I love these guys. They're brilliant. They're fantastic. Yes, Reva. This is the part of the matter about my model, right? Is you all laugh at me, you point and laugh at the furry, but you see the thing is, people are going to be so focused on the fact that I'm a cringe gay furry. I mean, I'm not gay, by the way. I just say this, like a gay that's a furry. But people are going to be so focused on the fact that I'm cringe, gay ass furry that they're going to ignore the fact that I'm a male. So they're not going to feel threatened that I'm talking to their Oshi. You see. So what's their focus on the fact that I'm a furry, Mister Steal Your Girl here, Mister British, Mister lisping British retard here is going to sneak in and steal your girl. They'll never see it coming. Neither will their Oshi either. Yeah, move to Puerto Rico and get Leah and Co to bully you. Can someone, whilst I'm talking, yeah, oh, would she? You think people would like the Maulington plushie? I know she talked about her Wolfkin days, Wolfkin Wolfka. I'm surprised about that. But Yeah, I think I should move on to the karaoke now. Before my voice fully goes away. It's actually getting quite painful to talk, and my brain is turning into mush. Let's see. How am I going to fucking do this? I need to. Did it show up on stream? No, I need to move to YouTube. Holy shit! There's 88 people watching. I finally looked at the funny number, and I can't believe there's still 88 people watching. What the hell is wrong with you people? Why are you watching me? I'm a fucking idiot. I suck. I'm at risk of going into big technical difficulties here. I think if I actually show you YouTube, I don't want to accidentally show something I shouldn't. So I'm going to play the songs in the background and not show the video, and I'm going to spend more time practicing this, I think, so I don't accidentally flag something inappropriate. Yeah, we've got nothing better to do with VTubing fans. Actually, before I want to go on this, by the way, I haven't thanked you guys enough yet, honestly. I do want to say before I move on to the karaoke and the end of the stream that I do genuinely appreciate all the support that I get from you guys. Even if those of you who are watching me see me as some kind of lol cow and you're on some kind of Discord like fucking mocking me, at least if I make you happy and I find you entertaining, even if you're chucking spears at me and talking bad shit, I mean, it does touch me though that you have at least given me the chance, that you've turned into my content. And yeah, it's I don't know. I'm not good at thanking people. I'm normally a stoic English person, so I'm normally like, yeah, thanks. But yeah, it's genuinely touching. Thank you guys very much. I'm having an awful lot of fun, and I'm glad that so many of you are kind of joining in with me and are like here just to see this middle-aged, not a furry man fucking go through his midlife crisis. This is basically what this VTubing thing is. I'm going through a midlife crisis, I think. No, but thank you guys very much. I do appreciate it. And yeah, don't flash my porn folder. Don't worry, my porn folder is basically It's basically Lumi fan art in like bunny suits and shit. Don't worry, I've got a very mild porn folder. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys. I do really appreciate it. I'm not a furry. Shut up. Chucking spears like Zulus. Oh god, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud either. Never mind, we'll see if I'll get a community guideline strike. Oh no. Oh, I need to take some water again because I'm sweating buckets. Hey, Phoenix Shaman. Oh, actually, I need to get the fucking lyrics open as well. 1 second. By the way, if anyone knows what this song is, I'll fucking love you forever, by the way. This is such a bass song. I love this cartoon. Oh, actually, before we... Yeah, let me know if you can hear this, okay? First, and then we'll rewind. Just confirm that you can... Please just confirm that you can hear it. Billy and Mandy, there we go. I fucking love you, Gorlock. I fucking love this song. It's such a good song. I fucking love this song. Hopefully I can get the timing right. Timing is going to be the struggle with this one. Also, by the way, I'm not a V singer. I fucking suck dick at singing, and my voice is basically dead. So I'm warning you now, by the way. Right. Well, hello, little boy. Don't be shy. Step right up, I'm a reasonable guy. Don't you find me frightened by the look in my eye. I'm just a refugee from Moody from out of the sky. What, he fucked up the timing?
Hey, what you trying to do? Suck my brains out?
Well, I'm just shy, scared of this place. I'm just a fish out of water from outer space. You can see that the troopers have me tied and drained. So won't you be a pal and bring me some brains?
Okay. Don't worry, new buddy. I'll get you all sorts of brains.
Go down.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Where do I find these so-called brains?
Go down to your neighbor's place, see the dull expression on his face. You'd be doing him a favor if you brought him to me. He ain't using his brain, he's just watching TV. Go down to Mr. McGee's. He hasn't had a thought since 43. His brain is a portrait of atrophy. He ain't using it, why not give it to me? Brains, I won't lie. I look the brains till they're zombified. Sure, they might think it's deranged, but they will give it a thought after eating their brains. Brains, it's okay. It's not a matter if it isn't great. And if at first they think it's strange, they won't think twice if you don't have a brain. Go down to, again. Go down to the wonton shop. A fortune says I just can't stop. Suck the noodle right out of their heads, and half an hour later I'm hungry again. I tried practicing this for 20 minutes already. I can't do it. Creep into the donut stop, sneaking tiptoe past the cop. Pick me up a crawl around a couple of tea, and hand me all the sweetbreads you happen to see. Brains, brains, I won't lie. I leave the brains till they're zombified. Sure, they might think it's deranged, but they won't give it a thought after eating their brains. Brains, brains, it's okay. It's not a matter if it isn't great. And if at first they think it's strange, they won't think twice if they don't have a brain. Oh, this is the sickest part. I love the fedora. Really in a fedora. Yeah, I don't feel like it. Brains, I love them, I need them. My tummy jumps for joy when I eat them. Big ones, fat ones, short ones, tall ones. They're so delectable, especially the small ones. The time's cooking to cook it in the skillet. My belly's rumbling, I gotta need a skillet. I don't fry on the heat, but I'm sugar. I just grab myself a straw and I drink 'em all. Go around and bring me every single brain in town. But with all these brains I can't help but think that there isn't one left out for me to drink.
Now fess up,
Boy, come on, heck! Since someone that you're trying to protect,
bring it down here to me and down. I promise I'll be your bestest friend.
Brains, brains, I won't lie. I leave the brains till she's zombified. Sure, she might think it's deranged, but you won't get thought after eating a brain. Brain, it's okay. It's not a matter if it isn't great. And if at first she thinks it's strange, she won't think twice if she don't have a brain. Brains, bring me a brain. Bring me a brain. Bring me a brain. Oh god, after this stream is over, I'm going to be screaming into a fucking pillow again. I won't take this one down though. Right. Next up, I'm going to do the Power Rangers opening because I promised Lizzie I would. I promised Lizzie I would do the Power Rangers openings, and I don't know if she needs to sleep soon. Power Rangers openings. Yeah, I think I'll need the lyrics for this, actually. I think some of the lyrics are... What? I think in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they just say Go Go Power Rangers, don't they? They don't actually have any fucking lyrics. Let's have a look. Morphin opening lyrics. Favorite Power Rangers? Time Force.
definitely Time Force by far. But I like Lightspeed Rescue's pretty good as well. Actually, no, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is a really simple song, isn't it? I don't need the lyrics for that.
After 10,000 years, I'm
10,000
free.
years.
10,000 years, I'm
Time
finally
to
free.
conquer
Time to conquer Earth.
Alright, Rangers escape. Find me a team of teenagers with attitude.
I'm gonna try to sing like an American as well. Hang on, this is my American accent.
Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers! Just go, go, Power Rangers! Focus Skull, yeah! Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
Okay, let's open up. That's got multiple songs at once, so I don't need to keep going to a different video. Nope, no timestamps. I need timestamps. Mighty Morphin. We're going to skip Alien Rangers, Zeo, and Turbo because Alien Rangers, Zeo, and Turbo fucking suck dick. All right, I'm not singing those. Why does my American accent sound fluffy? Power Rangers. Oh, fucking Power Rangers in space. Yeah, this one. This one. I need the lyrics for this one. Hang on. Power Rangers in space. Lyrics. This is basically the end of the stream, by the way. So if you really don't want to hear my fucking terrible ass V singing, please feel free to leave. Is this it? Now, why is it so fucking hard to find lyrics to goddamn Power Rangers opening? What are all these dodgy websites? Oh my god, these lyrics are harder than I thought they were. What the hell? Does he really say all this? Good lord. Okay, we're gonna try. It's gonna be hard.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rangers!
No, hang on. No, we have to do that again. No, this isn't the lyrics to Power Rangers in Space. What the fuck? Website's lying to me. There we go. This is the lyrics. Fucking website lied to me. These weren't the lyrics.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rangers in space!
Set controls to outer space now, flying heaven than ever before. Rangers, go Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers.
In space!
5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, no, it's just repeating the song again. Right, after that is Lost. I fucking love the opening of Lost Galaxy. It's so good. Lost Galaxy is such a banger. Okay. Oh, there is quite small.
Rangers Galaxy. Far, far away, deep in space, to a galaxy you'll go. Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, go! There lies a key to the answer and the powers you will know. Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, go! The Power Rangers, lost galaxy. Turn on the Power Rangers, lost galaxy. Turn on the Power Rangers, lost galaxy. Go, Power Rangers, galaxy.
Fucking totally sing for me. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Oh yes, we've got Lightspeed Rescue up next. Here we go. I fucking love Lightspeed Rescue. Why Lightspeed Rescue. Rangers can feel the power phone through me. Lightspeed Rescue. I don't think I actually need the lyrics to Lightspeed Rescue, honestly, but I'm going to do it anyway because, again, the nerves are causing my brain and my voice to fail me.
Power Rangers, Lightspeed Rescue. The signal is calling. Our planet is falling. The danger will test you. Better make it Lightspeed Rescue. Power Rangers, Lightspeed Rescue. Power Rangers, Lightspeed Rescue. Power Rangers, Lightspeed Rescue. Lightspeed, go! Powers on his way. Rangers say.
Terrible hit from the person.
Power Rangers, Lightspeed Rescue. Power Rangers, Lightspeed Rescue. Power Rangers, Lightspeed Rescue. Power Rangers, Lightspeed Rescue. Lightspeed, go!
Time Force, my favorite one. Oh my god, it's starting already. Oh, that's too quick. 15:54. I move it to 15:15. That'll give me some time to get ready. We're doing Time Force next, which is the best Power Rangers they ever did. Like, Power Rangers Time Force is the phase connect of the Power Ranger series. Power Rangers Time Force lyrics. Time Force! Hell yeah, Liz. Hell yeah.
Time Force, Power Rangers, racing to another time. Trollers are timeless wonders, fire and thunder, to save the world. Go, Time Force! Time for Power Rangers! Time Force! Time for Power Rangers! Time Force! Time for Power Rangers! Time Force! Time Force! Time Force!
Power Rangers music wasn't as fun.
Go! Time for Power Rangers! Time Force! Time for Power Rangers! Time Force! Time Force! Time Force! Power Rangers, go!
Okay, and then we've got Wild Force. Wild Force. What's everyone's verdict on Wild Force, by the way? I thought Wild Force wasn't offensive, but I didn't particularly enjoy it either. I thought it was a downgrade after Lost Galaxy and Lightspeed Rescue and Time Force. I should know this one better than the other ones, really. This one's younger.
Wild Force, Power Rangers, will defend what's right forever. Wild Force, work together. Wild Force, Power Rangers flying higher. Go! Wild Force running faster. Wild Force, Power Rangers stick together. Go! We will save the world. Wild Force, Power Rangers who defend what's right forever. Wild Force, Power Rangers will protect this world together. Wild Force, Power Rangers will protect this world together. Wild Force.
Okay, not many left to go, fortunately. Next up is Ninja Storm, which is Power Rangers in Australia. Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Oh my god, my fucking voice is so dead. I'm an engineer, guys. I don't talk to anyone all day, so my voice isn't used to talking for 3.5 hours. Oh yeah, here we go.
Deep in the mountains, secret ninja academies train our future protectors. Ancient scrolls told of 3 who would be chosen above the others. 3 who would become.
Go! Power Rangers, go! Ninja Storm, let's go! Call is on. Their force is getting strong. They'll have to brave the weather. Ninja Storm, stand together. Wars flow. Power Rangers, ninjas go! Power Rangers, Ninja Storm is growing. It's growing. It's growing. Go! Power Rangers, go! Ninja Storm, let's go! With the speed of the wind, go! And strength like thunder, go! Power Rangers, go! Ninja Storm, let's 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 go!
I didn't like Dino Thunder. I skipped Dino Thunder and then went to SPD. But the intro to the opening of Dino Thunder, it goes really fucking hard. I really like the opening to Dino Thunder. So we're just gonna do the intro of the opening of Dino Thunder. That is not Dino Thunder. What the hell is that? Oh, that's Overdrive. Whoops.
Power Rangers go! In light, in distance, see it coming closer. With the force of ages, centuries gone by. Protectors of the light, defenders want to fight.
That's the shit. We're not gonna sing the rest. Okay, SPD is gonna be the last Power Rangers song. And then after SPD, it's just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Power Rangers has never been the same since. Power Rangers SPD. SPD lyrics. Yes, I fucking love it when they bring Tommy or the other Rangers back. I always get really hyped when they bring like the old Red Rangers together and back and shit. I love that stuff.
SPD emergency.
Power Rangers, SPD, Power Rangers to the rescue. Power Rangers, SPD, Power Rangers to the rescue. Heroes on your side, heroes for all time, out to save the universe. No matter where you are, if it's near or far, you can always call out. Space Patrol, Space Patrol, Space Patrol, Space Patrol Delta. Power Rangers, SPD, Power Rangers to the rescue.
Oh, that's it. That's the end. That was quick. Worst beats ever ruined. Oh my god! Did Worst Beats ever do like a sample or a cover of this song? Good lord. Become a ninja. Okay. Yes, that's it for the end of the Power Rangers songs. Should we end it here, or would you like to hear me sing Wheatus Teenage Dirtbag whilst trying to do an impression of Wheatus singing Teenage Dirtbag? What do you think? I'm not a furry! What's the first Power Rangers I watched? Mighty Morphin. I am old enough to have watched Mighty Morphin. Not very true. That's the thing, Nyog. I don't know. I can do one more, but it's like, should we end it with? Let's come on. For the sake of my fellow 90 kids, I guess I've got to sing Wheatus Teenage Dirtbag. Okay, we've got to do it. Oh, I don't know. It's a very cringe song. I don't know. Oh, why not? We've already gone this far. Why the fuck is this taking so long to load down the lyrics? Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. My favorite World War II general is the Field Marshal Montgomery. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Her name is Noel. I have a dream about her. She rings my bell. I got gym class in half an hour. Oh, how she rocks in kids and tube socks. But she doesn't know who I am. And she doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Ooh. We're gonna sing the gun line as well because they filter it out these days. Gun isn't a dirty word. Her boyfriend's a dick, and he brings a gun to school and he'd simply kick my ass if he knew the truth. He lives on my block, he drives an IROC, but he doesn't know who I am. It's so ridiculous. He doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to my baby with me. Ooh. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Lyrics are triggering, aren't they?
Man, I feel like mold.
Dude stays on US schools, I know, right? Oh shit, I should be singing.
She's walking over to me, this must be fake. My lip starts to shake.
How does she know who I
am?
When she give a damn about?
I've got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. Come with me Friday, dancing, baby. I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby like you. Ooh. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing. Oh yeah, dirtbag. No, she doesn't know what she's missing again. Wow.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I was gonna end it there, but again, I'm gonna ask you one more question. We'll go one more. Maybe do we go one more? Okay. Should I sing the Tokyo Ghoul opening, the first one, the really high pitched one? Bearing in mind my voice is already shot to shit. Well, my voice was shot to shit an hour ago. Yes, fuck's sake. The problem is with the Tokyo Ghoul one is I don't. Even if I have the lyrics open in front of me, I don't know how to fucking speak Japanese, so I can't do it. But I'll try my best to go from memories to how it sounds. Go do it for the funny. Okay. Okay. Well, the problem is though, right? So I can actually do the voice really well when my voice is in a good state. So now that my voice is fucked, I'm gonna sound terrible. But I can actually do a pretty legit. I can do a pretty legit Tokyo Ghoul opening. Never mind. Let's just fucking do it. You feel the edge. Hell yeah, brother. I'm gonna dye my hair white. It's just mumbling at this point. I don't know what they're saying anymore. Sing it in gullible, yeah, the voice. That's not happening. Okay, we're gonna leave it there because I'm fucking dying. I haven't eaten and my voice is shot to shit. Thank you very much for turning up, everyone. I had a load of fun. I had a load of fun. I can't wait to take a look at this later and fucking scream at myself and think, why in the ever-loving hell did I think this would be a good idea? But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm working on a Damichi video. I was struggling with the script a little bit, but I should hope to have the Damichi video done sometime early next week. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can actually raid someone. I'm gonna see how this raiding thing worked. I think it'd be nice to raid someone since we've got a little bit of a following. But yeah, I'm really touched by the support and the showing I got. I expected to be like debuting in front of 10 people, and there was like fucking like a billion people at one point, which is cool. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Right, so yeah, hang on, hang on, wait a minute, wait. I wanna raid someone. How the fuck do I do this? What am I doing? Am I still streaming? Am I still here? I'm still here. Okay. Right. Let's get this. Edit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. We're gaming. I think I got it. We're gaming. Redirect. Other channels. Let's raid. Do you want to raid? Raid Temur or Lumi? Who do you want to raid? Temur or Lumi? Temur or Lumi? Oh, God, it's gonna be so fucking cringe. Fucking raiding Lumi since she knows what I think about her. Fuck's sake, do limit. Fuck's sake. Okay, we're doing Lumi. Redirect. Okay. Right. Goodbye, everyone. Take care. Thank you very much.